They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get the squeeze and leave a nigga. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get the squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. Raw Molly got me all up in demon mode. Mouth moving like I done put clean in my nose. Trying to catch me up, I can leave with some hoes. He standing straight up, watch I make him lean with this pole. Would've thought he was closed, how that heat made him fold. Thought it was a game, he won't think no more. His brain's gone, nigga. It be exciting when I get the strike. And guns sound like thunder, hit you like lightning. Fight for your life, we don't do no fight. We really hit it, nigga. We worse than savage, they calling us Vikings. Police be riding, we still be sliding. Told you we hit us, remember the time. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get the squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get the squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. How about I leave them holding like the Bible? AR-15, that's a high-power rifle. A in the army and assassinate rivals. Break that shit down, nigga. AK or anybody kill him. Hop out, get the drilling and spilling. Stay on point 6-2, gon' split him. FN, that's for any fuck nigga. You a plug, then I'm pulling up, nigga. You my lunch, eat these bullets for dinner. 5 boy sale, eat 'em up, eat 'em up. SK, smoke killer for show. Drum rounds and cripple ops, Draco. I got them all, you don't want no. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get this pussy, leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get the squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. Y'all know what the fuck going on around here, nigga. Y'all nigga keep talking about you want smoke. You can't catch me on social media, my nigga.
Yo, what up? Peace and blessings to the family, man. What's good with everybody? Salute, salute. Hey, put a one in the chat if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Put a one in the chat real quick. I'm trying to get this shit situated. I'm trying to get it situated. If you can hear me, put the one in the chat for me, please. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. So y'all can't hear me or what? Salute. Okay. Thank you. That's what I need to see real quick. Okay. All right. So shout out to my nigga Just Do in the building. Shout out to the beautiful Queen Arena. Shout out to my nigga Rod Walker. Shout out to AMC FSG. Motherfucking Supreme Cam in the building. Shout out to my nigga Von Wise in the building. Big Block. All things big AMC FSG. My nigga Oakland LDTV. Salute. Who else we got in this bad boy? Let's see. We got a hell of a show today. Salute. That's everybody I can see right now. Y'all know I can't really see that good on this restream shit though. But you know, salute to everybody that's in the building. Anybody new that come through, I'ma holler at you when I see you. But salute to everybody in the building. Hey, shout out to Travis Hunter, the Heisman Trophy winner. There's gonna be some big things coming in football coming, man. I hope they he reminds me of Devin Hester, Deion Sanders. These are all great players that played on both sides of the ball. You feel what I'm saying? So salute to this man right here. Hopefully he gets his gold digger in check. You feel me? Because I hate to see this boy get taken for everything that he got. And she's showing herself even worse. Like, one thing about it, The internet is undefeated. And shout out with my girl Cooking with Kaya. Cooking with Kaya. Cooking with Kaya. I don't know why I'm going to bad at Kaya. But Kaya out there motherfucking cooking her ass off. Cooking with Kaya, baby. And shout out to that simp ass nigga that tried to expose her with them fake tapes. Like, you gotta be some down bad, desperate ass people trying to expose that young girl. She's only 17, dog. So if those was tapes of her, y'all just committed child pornography. Yes. Pornography. Yes. You just made child pornography. Yes. It's not good. But it's crazy how women sip over Duke Dennis. They paid Chris Brown $1,000 for a picture. They got Usher putting roses and stuff in people's mouth. I mean, cherries in people's mouth, breaking up homes. But all this girl doing is cooking a man a meal and shaking a little booty, and people are getting upset. I don't see what it is. All I think is, oh, she's 23, but still Supreme Cam. I don't see why women mad. You're mad, go out there and fix your man a meal. Like I said once before, men, we not complicated. You ain't gotta look like Kaya. But if you sit there and make a plate like Kaya, boy, your nigga still gonna stay there. Make your man a plate and act like you enjoy making him a plate. And like I said, we are all simple people, man. Men, we are simple. Feed us, freak us. Oh, okay, Supreme Cam. But either way, she ain't did nothing wrong. All she doing is cooking. See, women go crazy over niggas and how they look, want to pay $1,000 for Usher and everything, for pictures and everything, for Chris Brown and stuff. All we want is a plate of some hot food, man. And a little eye candy. That's all we fucking want. But shout out to Cooking with Kaya, dog. I support her, man. I sent her a message the other day, talked to her. She corresponded back with me. I told her, I said, look, don't let these people derail you. You found your niche. I said, the more hate you get, the more you about to blow up. I said, keep cooking. And hey, my wife even said something to her. My wife was like, Kaya, you doing your thing. But, you know, keep doing your thing. Inspire these women. Inspire these women to get into the kitchen instead of these OnlyFans pages. See? Cooking Kaya needs an OnlyFans page just cooking. Could y'all imagine Supreme Kaya, Cooking with Kaya on a motherfucker OnlyFans? Only thing she doing is making script scampi or teriyaki steak. Niggas paying just to see that good cooking. You ain't gotta see no butt naked. We paying OnlyFans just to see the damn cooking recipe. Yes, sir. But salute to everybody. Salute, man. I'm up here tripping though. But shit, we're about to get the show started. Y'all know how I say the Cash App open, PayPal open. Y'all know we need 5 to represent. But Malik Taylor, salute. Yep, my Colts lost this week, but you know, shout out to Bruno Scorsese. Let's go to the Munguia fight. See, that motherfucker Canelo Alvarez, his resume, the General Calcul in the building. And like I say, shout out to Bruno Scorsese. I don't know if that's how you say his name, but that's how I'm going to say it. Bruno Scorsese. Skills from New Orleans, salute. Banks the boxing fan in the building. Nah, Banks, he ain't lose the fight. He got knocked the fuck out, man. But I'm about to put it up here for you to see, Banks. But this is what happens when you go against an undefeated fighter. This is the beautiful Miss Marshawn West. Well, Banks, you in luck, because here we go. Shout out to Bruno Scorsese. Bruno Sorasi, my bad. The man went through adversity, and he showed us why he was an undefeated fighter. I've been telling people, Terrell Davis salute. I've been telling people that Jaime Munguia was not it. I told y'all Charlo would stop Jaime Munguia. I told y'all Oscar De La Hoya put Jaime Munguia against a bunch of trash cans. And see, I didn't know this other fighter was that good. But I've always told people, anybody that listen, that Jaime Munguia is not the greatest. I've been telling people that. I told y'all that Sergey Deverenchenko beat Jaime Munguia. But shout out to Jaime Munguia. He came out there. He put that work down on him. He got the drop. Calculate. Cooking with Kaya. Yes, sir. More than a pot. I hope you motherfucking crock potted that thing, big dog. But yeah, this man, he took Jaime Munguia's power and then he exploited Jaime Munguia with an overhand right. Jaime Munguia, all gas, no brakes. But let's get to it.
In the glove.
Oh, and a big left hand from Munguia.
Right, stop.
You dropped it. Two.
Huge left hand shot, slipped on the inside.
Right,
30 seconds here. Nice right hand connects for Munguia. Backed against the ropes is Suras. He goes back down to the body with the left hand. Suras.
honestly, I'm gonna tell you what I feel like happened. I feel like Jaime Munguia, after he dropped him and he started beating on that man, Jaime Munguia started getting too overconfident. Salute to my man GM. Salute to the beautiful Queen Barbara D. They said it was a fake. They said it was fake stuff, GM. But if a dude did leak that, that's some lame ass shit though. But they said it was some fake shit.
Process. Jaime Munguia continuing to stalk here in round 3. Goes right back down to the body with a series of punches. Finishes up top with the left hand.
Mixing those punches up quite well.
Oh, an uppercut lands there for Suras.
Tricky shot up the middle, splits the guard. Jaime looked, couldn't tell if he was off balance, if that actually robbed it. He's coming right back.
Brazilian was in it until he wasn't.
Until he was.
Right?
Exactly.
Like Munguia took a round off and then came back and finished him.
Oh!
My goodness! Munguia goes down in round 6!
Oh
my goodness! He does not beat
The overhand right that he
It is over!
One punch knockout.
Suras held down Jaime Munguia!
Boom! See that? It's called.
Oh,
Caught that
my
nigga slip.
goodness. What an
I've been
upset,
telling people to go for a fight. Jaime and this is
What jubilation! Team Suras, who has come over from France in his first fight outside of France and has got the knockout victory against Jaime Munguia.
Can you believe this?
No.
This guy, listen, I said we got to tip our hat to this young man who's coming out here, coming across the world to fight the man in his hometown and scores a one-punch, come from behind, knockout of the year, upset of the year. One punch, full 10 count. Unbelievable. Wow. Unbelievable. I mean, perfect shot, wide open. And listen, he ain't playing. He was going to wait his turn, wait for Jaime Munguia to overextend himself and counter when he had the opportunities.
But yeah, shout out to Bruno Soraki because that was a hell of a heads-up play. Now, Jaime Munguia, he had a homecoming, and that's why I be telling you, a lot of times fighters have salute my man Terrell. Fighters, whenever they do their homecomings, it be their toughest fights. Now, hey, Calcula, Munguia has that Manny Pacquiao face. You feel me? That's that Manny Pacquiao face where your head starts swelling up. I mean, Jamal Charlo would have exposed that man. And I've been telling people that. That's why they didn't make that Charlo and Munguia fight. Because they knew if they would have did that, Munguia would have got beat earlier. Oh, yeah, Skills New Orleans. Shakur, too. Yeah, Emmanuel Carter, man. We was up the whole first half, man. Then Anthony Richardson started doing that bullshit. Start throwing pick sixes and shit. Boy, Anthony Richardson, boy, he need to get his shit together. But Jaime Munguia, that man, he was doing good. But just the one thing in boxing that people don't realize, you always keep your hand at home. He dropped his hand. Can y'all not hear me? Mr. Altruistic, Shalom, kid. Is my audio gone? Is my audio out? Can y'all hear me? Let me see. Okay, y'all can hear me. Y'all can hear me. I just opened it from the other thing. But yeah, like one thing about it, that's why they always teach you to keep that phone, that hand up. Jaime Munguia got a drop early. He dropped the man early, and then he let his hands drop, and the next thing you know, he dropped. Yep. But see, I've been telling people, who's Israel? Salute. Ah, man. Forget you who Israel, man. I was hurt, boy. You know, diehard Colt fan, boy. That shit hurt my heart yesterday, boy. It hurt my heart yesterday, boy. I said, "Hi, damn." Anthony Richardson, boy. Jonathan Taylor about to get tired of this crap, though, man. But you know, he punched it in early. First score of the game. I'm like, yeah, we good now. But yeah, I've been telling people for a while, though. I said, Jaime Munguia is not the best. I've been telling y'all, them 42 wins were made up. Just like we seen with Gilberto Ramirez. When he finally fought Demetrius Bivol, he got busted up. Plus, these guys on Golden Boy, they rehydrate too much. Jaime Munguia was about 200 pounds in that ring, fighting at 168. Just like when Gilberto Ramirez, he fought Dimitri Bivol at 175, he was 220. James Dunn against Luke King. But see, he got the Devin Haney syndrome. When you don't keep that hand at 12 o'clock, when you don't keep your hand at 12 o'clock, a motherfucker will 6 o'clock. And that means stretch you out. And y'all see he got hit with one punch. One punch. And I want y'all to see this real quick. Look at the one punch. This is a textbook of perfect overhand rights. He landed it flush. And he caught that man when he extended. Watch.
Guys, listen, I said we got to tip our hat to this young man who's coming out here, coming across the world.
Did you see that?
Guys, listen, we got to tip our hat to this young man who's coming out here.
Soon as he drops his hand.
Guys, listen, I said we got to tip our hat to this young man who's coming out here, coming across. Listen, I said we got to tip our hat to this young man who's coming out here, coming across.
The knockout victory against Jaime.
Can you believe this?
No.
This guy, listen, I said we got to.
Now look, Jaime Munguia just attacked. He got his hand up. He got his hand at 12 o'clock. Now, as soon as this nigga's hands go to 8 o'clock, he about to get 6 o'clock. Watch. As soon as his hands go to 8 o'clock, he going to 6.
Tip our hat.
Boom. He dropped his hand. He got his hands at 9 o'clock right now. No, that's at 8 o'clock. He got him at 8. Look at Bruno. Jaime Munguia just let his hands drop. He's relaxed. He's thinking about throwing his right. He dropped his left. Anytime Jaime Munguia gets ready to start his combination, he drops the left and he comes with a straight right. Bruno seen that for 6 whole rounds. Jaime just had him against the ropes. He drops that left, and as soon as he drops, Kello, salute my guy. As soon as he drops that left, look at that. And not only did he drop it at 8, this is when you know Jaime Munguia, instead of trying to put Joseph Amir salute, instead of trying to put your hand up, and this is what happens when you leave Oscar de la Hoya. This man's first fight on Top Rank, and he gets stretched out. He gets stretched, like Sexy Red say. And not only is the punch coming, but this nigga defense, he drops his hands down even more and leans. So you drop your punch, you lean, and now you about to take the full brunt of a vicious overhand that is right on time. And not only does Bruno Sarasi hit him dead square in that chin, he punches through Jaime Munguia. And when he punched through him, he went through him. Look at that chin. He jacked that nigga whole fucking chin. Full extension. Exactly, Kello. They know Jaime like to drop that left before he gets started. But look at the full extension. Look at Jaime's neck. That neck snapped. That's full extension. Yes, Mr. Postman. You're not getting up from that one.
This man who's coming out here, coming across the world to fight.
Straight cranium.
The man
Straight
in his
cranium.
hometown.
That man sat there and rocked that man's whole. When he hit that man right there, he shook up that man's equilibrium. Jaime Munguia wasn't coming back. That was a hell of a punch, hell of a shot. Shout out to Bruno Saraki, who just got a deal with Top Rank on Friday. Y'all know on Saturday. You know, he was with an independent promoter. Bob Airman them just signed that promoter to a deal with Top Rank after he beat Jaime Munguia. That man was a plus 900 underdog. Plus 900. If you took him for the upset, $100 would have brought you 900. If you took him for the knockout, $100 would have brought you 2,000. Him for the knockout was plus 2,000. That was amazing. That was a huge upset right there. But the man was already undefeated. The man was already an undefeated fighter. And one thing about undefeated fighters is they don't know how to lose. They don't know how to lose. And this man's been fighting over there in France. And he's been fighting the competition over there. And Top Rank, who they claim has the best matchmakers in the game, they slipped this one up. This is like AJ versus Andy Ruiz. Somebody fucked up. Somebody fucked up. And I just say shout out to that man, Bruno Saraki. Warlock Boxing salute. Shout out to that man right there. Yeah, they thought he was free lunch, Cal Cooler. Sometimes that lunch ain't always free. Sometimes that lunch is not always free. But salute. I'm glad it was a good fight. Now, Keyshawn Davis is now locking in with Tank Davis after his Dennis Barancek fight. And the fucked up shit about it, they treating Dennis Barancek like he just some walk in the park. It's like Keyshawn Davis is pretty good. But who's to say that Dennis Barancek won't win his title? That right there is already telling me that if Keyshawn Davis and Dennis Baranchek go to the Cards, even if Dennis Baranchek beats up Davis, he's not going to win. Ah, shit, GM. What was the spin? But before I get started, let me let the doctor get on cue because the doctor is in the view. And make sure y'all hit the Cash App or the PayPal. We need 5 supporters, please. The doctor is in the building. And GM, let me see the Blue Blood narrative, bro. And I just need 5 supporters for the day. How you doing today, doctor?
Oh, I'm doing good. Hi, you guys. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Happy Monday. I am irritated because I misplaced my dog leashes and I don't know what I did with them.
Uh-oh, you get to let them run free today.
Nah, I've been holding one and I found my old trusty dog leash. So one's being held and the other one has a leash on. I think
Okay.
it's in my basement. I gotta turn my basement upside down. I don't know what I did.
Act like you're not black. Stop acting like you're not black. Go on and grab you a couple of them extension cords and hook the extension cords. Hook the extension cords on the collar and let's go ahead and go. Let's not act like we're not innovative now.
Nah, because I got my old trusty. I found my old trusty one. I just can't find the other one.
Well, you know you gotta put all them dogs on leases. Ghost, Gucci, all them. You can't just let one of them run free.
No, yeah, but that's why I hold.
That's what I said, Kello. That's why I said use extension cord. Y'all know that.
I don't even know if I even have any. I gotta find. Don't worry, I'm gonna find them. I don't know what I did with them, dog. I don't know.
Man, I remember one time, man, I tied some old shoestrings for my dog. I told him, don't you pull this motherfucker right here, boy.
I think it's in my basement. I really do. But welcome
everyone. How they get down to your basement, Keith?
Cause that's where I do a lot of my stuff at. Like my laundry is down, my washer and dryer. A lot of things. So yeah, I was in the basement this weekend working on some projects. I think I left them down there. I gotta clean and it's a storage, so I need to
It's about time for you to have Molly Maid come through and hook it up real quick anyway.
No, not yet. But cut off one of the old appliance. Oh, come on, Akila. Well, anyways, I hope y'all had a really good Monday. A weekend. I know I did. I'm dedicating my portion of the show. It is officially fight week for Usyk versus Fury. We've all been waiting on it. And today is dedicated to Usyk. And then of course I'm gonna switch off tomorrow, be Fury, because I don't want Fury fans being mad at me. But shout out to Fight Week, man. I'm so excited about this weekend. The dogs hit them probably. So salute to Rob Walker, the General, Akilo, Malik, Mr. Altruistic. Thank you guys. The beautiful Cassandra is in the building. I know my girl Arena is here. Salute to the beautiful queen. Thank you so much, General. Salute Windy City. What up, Chicago, brother? It was easy. The weather good today, Wendy. No, Chicago, we ain't bad today. Salute, GM. Good to see you, King.
Hold on one second. Shout out to my guy Who Israel in the building with the $2 holler in the Cash App, bro. I appreciate you, even though your Houston Texans took my Colts playoff spot this year, and we ain't gonna make it. But appreciate that $2 holler, my guy. Now I just need 4 more people to support the grind. Just let me get 4 more in the grind in the Cash App or the PayPal. But go ahead, Key.
Salute to Andy. Hey, Opulent. What was I gonna say? Oh, and my thoughts and prayers are with the folks. I think it's out of Wisconsin. Unfortunately, a grade school it was looking like. I only glanced at it briefly, but dealt with a school shooting today where they have a few casualties and children being hurt and teachers. So I'm gonna keep my eye on this and see what's going on. But my thoughts and prayers are with that. It's so crazy. You got to really have the whole armor of God with your kids now before you send them off to school. I couldn't even imagine. That's why I pray every day. Hey, Terrell, good to see you, King.
That's why I motherfucking got my kids homeschooling. Like, my kids are homeschooled because I'm not trying to hear nothing about nobody doing nothing in the school where my kids is at because I ain't going to have no understanding. Because anybody do anything in my kids' school or something happen to my kids, I'm going to get your family. I'm going to get your family. Nigga, it's not just going to be at you. So we're not even about to play that game. Not with my kids. Because the parents know what the hell going on. I hate when they be like, I didn't know what Johnny was doing. You knew what the hell he was doing, girl. You knew when your damn appliances kept coming up missing. Like, I can't stand when the parents act like they don't know what they badass kids is doing. You knew. You knew.
Well, hey, Von Wise. Well, thoughts and prayers, man. I couldn't imagine. Big Block, hey. So let's kick this off. Salute to the beautiful Ashley's Corner. Make sure y'all subscribe to my girl's
Salute to
channel.
the beautiful Ashley in the building. I was laughing at one of Ashley's her post on Instagram. If a motherfucker hate me, keep it that way. How you wanna act? She had that how you gonna act like that shit going. If a person hates you, to tell them keep it that way. And she had that how you gonna act like that song on there. You gotta see it. It was funny.
I got you because I gotta hit her up anyway. Hey, Hardcore Casual. But let's kick this off. Go ahead and finish talking about what you were talking about, Upper.
Oh, I was talking about that overhand right landing on Jaime Munguia, how he dropped his hand. As soon as he dropped his hand, well, since you here, I can finish going over it real quick. But I was just saying, like, shout out to that man and his team, because they planned that real well, because they waited. As soon as he had his hands at 12 o'clock, as soon as he dropped.
Can you believe this?
No.
This guy, listen.
All right, Jaime Munguia did his attack. As soon as he got his attack, he started resting. And he dropped his hands from 12 o'clock to 8 o'clock.
I said we got to
It's at 12 o'clock right now. Now he's coming out the high guard. He's about to rest it. And Bruno has been throwing them shots since the third round. And it's just this time he timed them correctly. Soon as Jaime dropped, watch. You see Bruno Key. He got his hands in the high guard. And you see how he's watching, right? You hear me, best friend?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, okay. Now you see how he's watching through the high guard, right? Now watch. He's watching Jaime Munguia's left hand. Now watch what he does as soon as Jaime Munguia drops that left hand.
tip our hat.
You see, as soon as he dropped that left hand, here he goes with his move. He twists his hips and he lets his right go. And not only did Jaime drop his hands, he drops them even further. Look, he jacked that nigga whole chin, Key. He punched through Jaime Munguia whole chin. Like, I can see Jaime Munguia's soul at the edge of the screen. But
Young's coming out here, coming across the world to fight.
It's a perfect time punch. And the funny thing about it, a lot of people don't understand. They just think that man got lucky. No, if you watch that fight, he had tried to catch Jaime Munguia with that same punch. About 4 times already, Key. Like, he kept going for it, and he couldn't catch it. And that time, he was able to connect against it, and it was over with. Oh, Kello, I don't want to hear nothing about Edgar Berlanga. This nigga is trying to promote his fight with damn Riverside Rocky, dog. A man with 17 losses, and he talking about that's a big fight. I'm not even trying to hear Edgar Berlanga. But go ahead, doctor.
Mind your business, Rod. Gosh, no, it's not a Reese stick though, but it was chocolate. He was trying to counter the whole fight. Yes. Well, first of all, Munguia messed up so many people bags this weekend. You know how many people on my social media is upset because all they were waiting for was Munguia to win, and they would have won X amount of dollars. A lot of people parlays was over with, Upper and chat. Lord have mercy. But who would have thought? Was that the same punch that Canelo knocked Munguia down with?
Yes, it is. It's this. No, Canelo hit him with a hook.
Was that
Canelo hit him with the hook. Canelo hit him with the hook. Canelo caught him with that hook. That man caught him with an overhand right. But the funny thing about it, he did the same thing in both fights. He dropped that hand, and Canelo caught him with the hook. So the mechanics was the same. It was just a different shot. Yeah, you know why? Rod Walker, chocolate has actually. They looked it up. Chocolate actually is good for people when they're stressed because it has endorphin, something to make the endorphins.
You mean endorphins?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it makes you feel good. Like it gives you a euphoric effect, like drugs actually.
Not me. I just have a problem. I need to go to counseling. Okay, so here's the thing with Munguia. Berlanga is correct though, y'all. Low key, he did mess up the back because prior to this fight, remember I had said that they ordered the Billy versus Munguia fight for 2025, and that would be the mandatory for Canelo. Also, the other people that was in the running is Berlanga if he wins in his fight March 8th in Puerto Rico. We also have
You talking about if Berlanga beats motherfucking Riverside Rocky, he's in the running for another Canelo fight.
not for a Canelo fight, but for a champ, but to be possibly mandatory or something. There's some things going on.
That's some bullshit because he's fighting a nigga with 17 losses. He's fighting Riverside Rocky, Key.
Okay.
I
don't know.
You know who that is, don't you?
Who is it?
The man that beat Bakaram and then got beat by Bakaram. Riverside Rocky. Not Bakaram, Beck the Bully, my bad. Like he's fighting.
I know his name.
Yeah, he's sitting there fighting this man right here. Like this man ain't motherfucking damn been getting it. Gabe has not won in a long time.
Gabe Rosado. Woo!
You didn't know his name?
I forgot it. I'm like, I got it written down. It's Gabe Rosado, yes. But we could be getting a rematch because he messed up this bag. So Jaime Munguia intends to activate the rematch clause for a date in 2025, probably around February or March.
You talking about Gabe Rosado? I thought you knew when I said Riverside Rocky. Gabriel Rosado.
No, I couldn't think of his name. I'm like, what is his name? I said, what is his? I know his name. What is his name? Gabe Rosado, yes.
Yeah, he got 17 fucking losses.
He got that many losses?
Key, yes.
Are you sure?
Key, matter of fact. Go ahead, I'm gonna pull him up. But yes, he has that many damn losses. And Edward Berlanga called this man out talking about this man is matter of fact, this dude is a fucking announcer, Key. Like, that's why I said Edward Berlanga is a lame. Like, who would call out Gabe Rosado as a good fight? And Gabe Rosado is not even a super welterweight. I mean, a super middleweight. Gabe Rosado is basically a career 154 pounder. They moved him up. To fight before, but that is not his fight, Key. Last time he moved up, he almost died. He moved up to fight Beck, but you know, see, you see it, Key?
No.
Hold up yet?
It's going. There you go.
Look at him. 26 and 17.
Well, at least he tried, you know?
Can't say he don't try, but he's 17. His last 4 fights, he's lost to Munguia, Shane Mosley Jr., Ali Akhmadev, and motherfucking Beck the Bully. Like, ain't nobody trying to see that shit. And Gabe, matter of fact, before that, he motherfucking, he beat Beck Jacobs. And I'm like, come on, dude. Like, you calling out a man. He lost to Danny Jacobs. Humberto Ocho. He lost to Mason Selecki. Luis Arias. Beat Glenn Tapia, but lost to Martin Murray. Limo Jr.
Upper,
Like this
you're
man.
cutting in and out. There you go.
Am I good? Am I good now?
Yeah, you're good. Yeah.
It was that screen. Yeah,
Well,
that
I
dude right.
mean, I'm not so. I mean, like I said, all these fighters are wanting to, fight. I guess get a bag. I'm not surprised Berlanga was gonna fight him because he actively. Hold on.
He retired his last fight, though, Key. Berlanga called him out of retirement.
Well, I'm not surprised because Berlanga was avoiding Jamal Charlo and all
Everybody.
of them. He don't want to fight them yet.
He's avoiding
Right,
everybody
including
at
Boo Boo.
168. Yeah, everybody. Hell, he's avoiding everybody. How you avoid everybody?
You guys make sure y'all put this down. Upper agreed that Berlanga is ducking Boo Boo. Period.
Yeah, he is.
Time.
He's ducking everybody at 168 besides retired fighters. He might try to call out motherfucking Arthur Abrams and tell him to come back out. Arthur Abrams been retired. He might tell him to come on back out and fight him. Like, this shit crazy. Like, that shit is disgraceful, man. You fought Canelo, now you gonna fight Gabe Rosado. Like, I thought you supposed to move up. Like, I thought you were supposed to progress as a fighter.
Absolutely. But what does this say about Jaime Munguia, though? Like, I don't even want to give too much breath to Berlanga because we know what Berlanga's gonna do. But with Jaime Munguia, with this loss, that this shocking. First of all, he was a 25-1. Do you know how many? Oh Lord, Upper, do you know how many people lost money this weekend? Oh my God. Oh my God.
I didn't touch it. Because I seen the dude was undefeated, and I was like, you know something? Because I've always said I don't believe in Jaime Munguia. I've never betted with Jaime Munguia. Like, I've never betted with him. Like, when I was telling everybody that Charlo would have whooped his ass. Like, the only time I betted Jaime Munguia is I betted Sergey Deverenchenko to beat Jaime Munguia. Exactly, KO. KO caught it. Shout out to my nigga KO boxing. Shout out to KO. But yeah, I've been telling people that Sergey Deverenchenko beat Jaime Munguia. I said if he would, that's why they didn't put him against Charlo, because Charlo would have beat the shit out that man. I've been telling y'all, just like Zerto, them motherfuckers had inflated resumes. They fought cab drivers. And this time, y'all was able to see that Jaime Munguia was trash, like I told y'all. He's been trash. And I'm just glad that he got exposed. He dropped his guard and got popped.
Oh, yeah, true. So do we want to see the rematch? Now, oh, wait. Of course, a fight like this cannot be marred by controversy because people are saying that the ref, he counted Munguia out too quickly.
Man.
A lot of people is not happy with the ref. I didn't see that. I'm not going to lie because Berlanga didn't know where he was.
10 seconds is 10 seconds, whether it's Spanish or English. That man said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's over with. He counted to 10. What you want the motherfucker to go to King say? Nah, nigga.
I think they wanted what the
Tyson
ref.
Fury. They wanted the Tyson Fury special. No, you got beat in your hometown.
Hey, Mike. Good to see you, King. Munguia got played by the okay, there we go. Aaron Gonzalez, welcome. He said that Munguia got played.
Okay, and Ashley, you absolutely right. He got up on 9. But most refs will tell you if you're not up by 8, they're gonna call you out. Even the referee that waved away Ryan Garcia, they tell you in the beginning of the fight, if you're not up by 8 or 9, the referee can wave it off. And that nigga was still out on his goddamn feet. I seen it when he got the 9 And motherfucking the referee, he got up. The referee seen that nigga was noodle-eyed, bro. Like that nigga, he was glazed over, bro. That nigga was staggered. Exactly, Windy City. If you're not up by 8, they can call it off. That's why it's called a standing 8 count. Like shit, yeah, you get 10 seconds. That's so you can get your shit together. But if you're not up, they're not just gonna let you pop up and go back in there and you drunk. Nah. That's why at the bar, if you too drunk, they won't give you another shot.
For all my drinkers out there.
I was pissed off the other day. I told him, give me another one. They talking about you done had enough. I said, nigga, who the fuck is you? I'm a grown ass man. I don't need no damn alcohol monitor. Well,
okay,
okay.
Lord. Hey, track 327. Good to see you, King.
Well,
Well, there is, as we just saw with Aaron Gonzalez, there are people that's crying foul for the ref. They wanted the ref to pull a Harvey Doc. You know what I'm saying? A Reese. Remember was it Jack Reese, that ref that just retired last week? They wanted that ref to truly help this man, Munguia. Okay, but I thought it was fair. Another ref who does that if you're not up by the count of 8 or 9 is that ref that did Ryan and Oscar Duarte fight last year. He let it be known to the fighters before the fight occurred, if you're not up by 8 or 9, I'm waving it off. And that's exactly what happened. And Duarte's team was crying foul, but they knew the rules ahead of time. So it looks like we could be getting a part 2 to Munguia versus this gentleman. I think his last name is Siraj? I don't know, but we could be getting a part 2, probably I would assume February or March of next year. But as far as the 168 division, Munguia did mess up a few bags in potential fights. He got to get this back in blood, pretty much. Otherwise, that big showdown that they wanted between Billy versus Munguia and everything else is out the door. And they was riding heavy on that fight upper. Hey to the beautiful Queen Barbara.
Even though we seen that right there, I still would take Jaime Munguia over Edward Berlanga. I would still take Jaime Munguia over Edward Berlanga. Well, you know something, Aaron Gonzalez? That sounds good. You talk about Munguia should have just knocked him the fuck out when he got the knockdown. He tried. Were you not watching the fight, Aaron Gonzalez? It's a lot easier saying than doing, talking about you should have just knocked the motherfucker the fuck out. When he knocked that man down, that man came back up, he put his defense up, and he started hitting. Trust me, if Jaime Munguia could have knocked him the fuck out, he would have knocked him the fuck out. He was trying. That man punched himself out. And that was another reason why Jaime got knocked out in the 6th. He started punching himself out, Aaron. If you watched it, the man waits after Jaime Munguia threw that flurry, and Jaime Munguia was taking a quick breather, and that overhand right came across while he was taking a deep breath in. It was boom. That's what happened. I'm talking about if he should have knocked him the fuck out. Like he wasn't trying.
Exactly. I mean, he tried. Hell, but you know what was so crazy? You know what I thought was crazy, upper in chat? The way that Munguia's recovery. Now, let's talk about this. I need to really dissect this. Because when he got knocked down versus Canelo, his recovery was like that. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Got up, went back to war with one of the most, Canelo ain't got no stoppages in a minute. But still, we know Canelo got power and we know Canelo got a heck of a chin, right? But this dude only had 4 KOs upper and got that man up out of the. Is Munguia chinny?
Key.
Or does he have bad recovery? I'm confused.
No, I don't think it's that. Key. Did you see what I showed y'all when I broke it down? That man timed Munguia and he punched through Munguia. He didn't just. Canelo hit him with a flash knockdown. You feel me? Like caught him. Boom. While you know what I'm saying? That man caught Munguia while he was relaxed. Like when Canelo caught him, he seen it coming. It still was just enough power to knock his ass down, Key. But when that dude caught him, he had just took a deep breath. He dropped his hand, and that overhand came so fucking fast. Like, it came so fast, Munguia got scared. instead of putting his hand up the block, his hand went the opposite direction. His hand went down even further, Key. Like I showed you see that Key, his hands went down further instead of coming up to try to block it away. And that man hit that man, boom. And it was over with. He shook that nigga's whole equilibrium. That man's whole equilibrium was jarred. He didn't have nowhere. He was done. He was done. But we've always said that Munguia has bad defense. This is not the first time. Munguia gets hit. He gets hit a lot. If Sergey Deverchenko had some power, he would have stopped Munguia because he was tagging Munguia's ass up, Key. But Sergey Deverchenko ain't got the power. But that man right there, see, that's another thing. That man hit Jaime Munguia with a flush knockout. And you want me to tell you what that punch reminds me of? I'm going to tell you the perfect punch that reminds you of, Key. Because you said the dude didn't have no knockout power. He only had 4 knockouts, right?
Remember that fight?
Hold on, listen to this before you go. Okay. Remember Devin Haney that got the knockout of the year?
Oh, yes. Wasn't that against that was what was his name? Not Zaire. Go ahead, Upper. Yes, I do remember that.
I forgot who the nigga was, but you remember Devin Haney caught that nigga perfectly after he took a break and got the knockout of the year. And we know Devin Haney has less than 50% knockouts. It was the same thing. Even Paulie Malignaggi has knockouts. It's sometimes, exactly, Windy City, it's sometimes if you land that perfect punch.
Sorry. Antonio Moran, I think. Hey, Banks.
Yeah, Moran. Yeah, good job, best friend. Good job on Moran. Sometimes if you land a punch so perfect, it's like when you playing baseball and you hit the sweet spot and you hear that, you know you got the home run. That was a perfectly placed home run ball he threw at Jaime Munguia. Just like Devin Haney threw a perfectly placed home run at motherfucking Moran. Like Devin would never knock Moran out again. But right then, he caught Moran and it was ish. And that man right there called Jaime Munguia with the ish. Remember, these are professional boxers now. So they have to be at least decent. So any boxer, and that's why I say, if Shakur Stevenson has knockouts, Paulie Malignaggi got knockouts. So even the weakest boxer can get a knockout if he puts a punch at the right spot. You put that motherfucker in the right spot. B-Dog, it wasn't Zaru Abdullayev. It was Moran. I don't think Devin stopped Abdullayev. Devin didn't stop Abdullayev, did he, Keith?
No, he retired on the stool.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought he just didn't come back out.
But that was a good one, Don. Dev put hands and feet on him too. Hey, Banks. Hey, B-Dog. Good to see y'all, Kings.
He put hands and feet on Regis as well.
Yes, he did. Hey, Fareed.
And shout out to my man EB Sweat a lot. And shout out to my man EB.
I hope everything.
Man, EB be here all the time. He just be in the cut. But shout out to my man EB Sweat a lot in the cash out with the $4 holler, man. Appreciate you, King, for always supporting the channel, bro. Especially on this day right here. Appreciate you, King. And look, I just need 3 more people to support the channel. If that's okay with y'all, just give me 3 people in the cash out or the PayPal. Support the grind, baby. You know I'm here every day for y'all, man. Just support it. Appreciate you. And at the end of this month, Key, guess what? I get to go in front of a disciplinary hearing, and I might be able to get my monetization back the first of the year after I go to this disciplinary hearing.
Amen. Hey, Jesse Silva, good to see you.
I don't know what the disciplinary hearing is, but I wonder what kind of. I'm about to say y'all disciplined me for a whole damn year. So what's the hearing about? But I'll see.
We're gonna get it. You're going to get it. I definitely feel that.
Well, you see how I went through and deleted up most of my content that I've had over the last year that I done talked about pointy hats and stuff, so they can't use that.
Well, let's absolutely. Well, let's continue because it was a couple of upsets
Yes, it
that
was.
occurred over this weekend. Like, who would have freaking thought? So, um, up, first of all, we talked about Klitschko and McCauley, but Dennis McCann. Now, Dennis McCann is scheduled to fight this Saturday. It is being done because he popped dirty per VADA testing. Now, Dennis McCann was scheduled to fight. Let me pull that up. He was scheduled to fight. Chat, help me because I do not have that right now.
I'll pull it up. Dennis McCann. Hold on. Keep talking. I'll pull it up.
Okay, so he popped dirty for a banned substance, obviously.
He
And
was on
so
the undercard. Dennis McCann, his B temple was tested.
with Peter McGrill.
Yeah, his B sample. They tested his B temp and found an adverse finding. Wow.
Absolutely. Now the thing is, now here's the thing, okay? Because now y'all know I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna definitely keep it all the way 1,000. Yes, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna call a spade over here. Now, with his adverse finding, some people are whispering that I've seen that okay, what was it that he tested positive for or was adverse in his finding? Because Baturviev, remember, last year was had a adverse atypical finding, I think, and he retested and was still able to come back and fight. So why isn't McCann, getting that same treatment as Baturviev? Exactly. So some people are wanting them to do more do some more digging to see what on earth is going on. And what did he test negative for? You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna keep that on a lookout for y'all. But the Peter McGrail with Dennis McCann is officially off due to adverse findings.
You want me to tell you what's crazy, Key?
Mm-hmm.
The Egyptian, I mean not the Egyptian, the English fan base is going crazy over this shit too. He talking about y'all want to come and get our fighters, but does their name have to be Canelo if they can make the fight? And they're like, I really wanted to see this fight. If these guys is cheating, but I feel for McGreal because that's a big fight and a payday for him. But what about the American fighters? Like, if one of them even brought up Valdez and his T, and he still got to win the belt. Like, these English people are talking about it. Like, these English people, they be sticking up for their fighters, whether they dirty or not. Damn.
Absolutely. That's why I'm saying I'm going to keep an eye on this because some people are crying foul saying that there's a difference. How come Artur Beterbiev was still able to fight earlier this year with his atypical finding? And what is really going on with these tests? You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a more, conspiracy and all kind of things. I'll definitely keep my eye on this as it move forward, as we move forward.
And shout out to the General Cal Coolett, the OG in the cash out with the $15. Make them holler. We got a quarter of that good smoke in the champ. Appreciate you, King. Thank you, Cal Coolett. And make sure you're safe on the road out there, OG. I just need 2 more people to support the grind. Appreciate everybody out there respecting it. And I just need 2 more people to hit the cash app or the PayPal. But segueing on to what Key said, I can't segue as good as her. I mean, she got better balance, but it is kind of funny though because we watched people like Oscar Valdez. He failed the drug test, but still was able to hold on to his title and still make the fight. But then we see how they do. Like Oscar Valdez is a Mexican born fighter, right? But then you see Ryan Garcia. He got caught with billionth of it in there, and they tried to damn raise the roof, or is it because Devin Haney in them? But then it's just like Artur Beterbiev got found with HGH, human growth hormone. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you're gonna sit there and judge people, I feel like judge them. Matter of fact, Canelo, they raised the clenbuterol limit so this man can still use it. Like they raised it up from 8% to 20%. And if anybody knows anything about clenbuterol, after 24 hours, clenbuterol dissipates in the human system. Like you can have 100% of it in your system the day before, and tomorrow it will go throughout your bloodstream and it will dilute to under 20%, Key. Like your body takes it and it dissipates within your bloodstream. So you could have just took a hell of a dose the day before, and 24 hours later, it will be under 20% because your body takes it, spreads it, and dissipates it. Like it's not one of the ones that stays in your system concentrated. And I feel like that's crazy that they raised the damn limit on a legal drug for Canelo and Mexican-born fighters. It's not just Canelo, because they saying the people in Mexico, a lot of their meat is tainted with that. It's tainted with that steroid right there, because they say, because you know it's used to make the beef grow and like give good wind, but it's for muscle growth and it's for oxygen. And oxygen is the most important thing in boxing, because oxygen gives strength to your muscles. Your muscles get oxygen, your blood get oxygen, you can perform at a higher level. And I feel like it's crazy as hell. Salute to Big Dog Willie. And yes, Bill Haney has broken the Guinness Book of World Record for capping in a 12-month period. Yes, he has. But I just feel like
we're gonna get to that. We're definitely gonna get to that,
yeah,
Big Dog Willie.
either we're gonna ban the drugs, or we just gonna make it wild Bill style, and everybody can use it. Like people don't understand, these banned substances are banned because it's giving people an unfair advantage. Now I feel like if you're gonna let some people use it, then just make a league where, just like what's my dude name, the anime fighter, he got the dragon back, his dad is the demon. What's the damn dude name? What's the dude name? He's an anime. He's the Baki. Either you're gonna have rules and regulations, or we're gonna act like this is Baki Hama in the Wild Wild West, and people can use the fuck they want to use, and you can fight without unprecedented and rules. It's either gonna be one way or the other. You just can't make rules for certain people that gotta follow, and the rest don't. I don't think that shit's fair. It's not true capitalism.
Hi, IFF. Hey, Big Dog Willie. Yeah, so I'll definitely keep my eye on this and see what's going on with this. What did he test positive for, or the adverse finding, and what will happen. But we had some very good performances put on this week, by one of them by Mark Masayo. He knocked out Mercado in the second round, you guys. I mean, put that boy down. Do you hear me? So salute to Mark Masayo. He improves to 27-2 with 18 KOs. And Brian Mercado entering in, he was 11-6-1, and he is suspended indefinitely. I will say though, that Brian Mercado was coming off of 2 back-to-back losses. Hey, Mr. Pride.
And Mr. Empire, salute. And I would say that man looked extremely juiced up. I'm not saying he was on nothing. I just said I'm not saying he was on nothing, but he looked at Pacquiao strong. I must just say that.
Thank you so much. And also, congratulations. Hey, I'm busy. Salute, King. Congratulations are in order from Maxie Hughes. He defeated Gary Cully unanimously. They finally got this one right. He was putting hands and feet on that man. All 3 judges' scorecards were 1 band, 1 sound, 100 to 90. Shout out to Maxie Hughes. As we know, Maxie Hughes is making his comeback fights.
He's a hell of a boxer. A lot of people don't like it, but like I said, Maxie Hughes is an amazing boxer. He was the IBO champion. The man was on a 5-fight knockout streak before he fought George Kambosos and got robbed. He beat George Kambosos and got robbed. The only person I really could say put hands and feet on Maxie Hughes was Golden Boy. What's the nigga name? What's the nigga name that's hurt supposed to be fighting Shakur? I don't forgot his damn name.
Kid Austin?
No,
Zepeda.
Yeah, Zepeda. Zepeda, the only person I seen step on Maxie Hughes. For real, for real. Because Maxie is a beautiful boxer, but Zepeda just stepped on him and got him with ingenuity and overwhelmed him. So, yeah, Maxie Hughes is a great boxer. I feel like he will beat George Kambosos. He'll beat a lot of boxers, honestly. Yeah.
Well,
I would like
speaking
to
of,
see Maxie Hughes versus Shakur, honestly. Like, I think Maxie Hughes and Shakur will be a hell of a boxing match. For real.
well, speaking of got stepped on, Dillian White gets upset by shoot. Lord Jesus, I do not want to
Yeah,
butcher this.
big dog Willie. You know how I felt
Evan
about
Desner,
that.
Esben, go ahead,
Let me
Upper.
ask you one question, Keith, before you get started. Since you my best
Okay.
friend, you know things about me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who's the one fighter I hate with a passion?
Dillian White.
Goddamn right. Now finish telling your story, damn it.
So Dillian White got put. Oh my God, this was embarrassing.
You know,
My goodness. Oh my God, this was horrible.
I'm popping champagne, baby. I'm telling you.
Dillian White, from when the bell went ding, this dude, and I hate to butcher his name, Ebenezer Tita.
I call him Champ. I just call him Champ. Just call him Champ.
Okay, thank you. Well, I mean, was putting him. I mean, Dillian looked so gassed.
He looked so great. He looked so great.
Hey, Brian, the king of the chat. Salute to all things, my
Brian. Salute. That was the best I've ever seen Dillian White. I was cheering the whole fucking fight, man. I'm telling you.
He got knocked out on Saturday. He got knocked out at 7. Boom. But the thing was, it was there from like the 4th round on. I saw it coming. I'm like, bro, this man finna go to sleep. He finna go to sleep.
I was cheering it on, Key. I was even doing round by round betting. I was hoping, like, get him now. Get him now.
Did you see the uppercuts that he was tagging? He was just literally going in 1-2 uppercut, 1-2 uppercut. And Dillian White had no freaking nothing.
Yes, Fareed. He got uppercutted again. Look, he ain't even see the fight. Look what he said, Key. He ain't even see the fight.
Did he get uppercut? Yes. Yes, Dillian White, I mean, godly. Like, he find like he was on. No, he wasn't, Brian. Stop it. Hey, Sess M. Good to see you, King. No, he just. He got
uppercut.
Well, hey, Supreme Cam. Good to see you, King. The ref pretty much had to stop it. It was an onslaught. It was. He had no answer. Like, go back and watch the highlights from the first round on to the 7th when it got stopped. He had no freaking answer. It was all a 1-2 uppercut. 1-2 uppercut. I mean, them uppercuts was just landing, just boom, boom, and just knocking this man silly, Upper. Knocking this man silly. And Dillian White lost, and he is officially 31-3 with 21 KOs. And like you, a lot of people are rejoicing because I guess a lot of people just don't like Dillian White.
Stand that bastard, dog. Look at Banks Hayes. Exactly, Banks.
Hey, Texas. Good to see you, King. Yes. So shout out to Ebenezer. Whatever his name is. Got
Ebenezer Tita. This is for the people who didn't get a chance to see it.
In heavyweight boxing, 20 knockouts. The statistic for Ebenezer Tete, who's 6'5", bigger but not really fuller than Dillian White, who's strong.
Now this guy was 247 pounds. Dillian was 261.
And he's aggressive, and he's a real handful on top form.
Boxers, you received my instructions in dressing rooms. Obey my...
Here at the back end of the first.
But then he can work off that jab then.
He's got to watch these big swinging shots from Tete. There's the uppercut, and that was the punch that took him out at Wembley on his worst night, Dillian White. And again, Tete really going for it here at the back end of the first, and suddenly White's under pressure.
So missing though, Adam.
Hey, Key, do you see how far he was throwing the motherfucking uppercuts from Key? He was looking like Soda Popski off of Punch Out. He was throwing them uppercuts from the ground, Key. Did you see him, Key? He was throwing them things from the ground.
I told you. Look, and it's just 1-2 uppercut. Like, he couldn't block any of this.
I was loving every minute of this shit.
The right hand there. White comes back and says, okay, then you can have some. Last 15.
And what pissed me off, if y'all just seen them last 2 shots, Dillian White punched that man in the back of the head twice, Key. Twice. Yes, Banks, those were some uppercuts. I had to let y'all see those because y'all didn't understand what Key was describing. Y'all had to see the moves. This is what, if Bacoli threw these right here, Bacoli would be a dangerous man.
Seconds of a dramatic first round here in Gibraltar. And Dillian White and Ebenezer Tete are entertaining this crowd.
That's just strange goings on there from Tete. That one looked a bit low, man. Lovely uppercut there from White.
Big combinations going in. Meaty from Dillian White in the second round.
He's winning the round easy here. No, he's winning the round clearly, not easy. I think he's being pushed back a little too easy here, Dillian White.
Yeah, the much better shots from Dillian White, but
good shot, good right hand.
Oh, back comes Tete, swinging and missing. Well,
but Povetkin's natural move, wasn't it? That dip down to come back. Oh, good shot. Sky's a little bit better. Tete shows the tiredness in his face. So that jab's got to be active here now for White. See, he's rolling. He's doing all. He's fighting like off of muscle memory. He's doing the movements. He's just not letting the shots go off the movement.
Well, he only got 3 rounds against Christian Hammer in Ireland in March. He's getting more here, Dillian White. Yep, I thought the body's fine. Dillian did as well. What about M&A? Show something in this second.
Well, at times, good shot there from White. At times, Teddy looked like a fighter wanting a reason to quit, and at other times, he's shown loads of resolve. Look at the punches landed there from Dillian White compared to Teddy.
All right, now it's about time.
275 punches from a hard-hitting heavyweight.
That's a good percentage out for the heavyweight.
And Ebenezer Tete takes them all. He hasn't been down. There's been no legitimate knockdowns. Body shots again going in. Tete crude and raw. Looking for his own body work. Big gulper there from Dillian White there. Yeah. And Tete saw it. Well, he's thrown absolutely everything at this man mountain from Accra.
Yeah, and he has got to think about to keep reserves now, hasn't he, Dillian White? You've got to be thinking, maybe I can't knock him out. So you also got to think, can I manage the rounds now?
Yeah, 10 rounds, remember, this is scheduled for. No one thought it would go anywhere near this long. But the fans are getting value for money.
Yeah. See, that tires you out there missing like that there from White.
Big shots, combinations from White. Tete nearly toppled over us, but he goes back to his corner somehow. No, they've called it off. The corner, the referee has waved it off, and Ebenezer Tete's brave effort is over. Dillian White has won every round, and he gets his 31st victory.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner after a win by KO after 7 rounds, Dillian.
Right now, 50 seconds left.
Threw himself on the floor.
Tumbles to the floor.
Good work. Yeah, he felt that.
Yep, this might be the moment for Dillian White. He's
Upward.
rocking and rolling around the ring now.
Upward, can you wait a minute? Dillian White is hard garbage. He is hot garbage. Because I want to keep this going up. No disrespect, but I want to keep this going. So, next up on the docket, next up on this is Ryan Garcia has filed a counterclaim against Devin Haney.
Uh-oh.
Upward.
Where?
So I'm going to read it. He's suing Devin Haney for $7.5 million.
Oh, shit.
So he is saying, hold on, I'm trying to pull it up. He is saying he wants Devin Haney's lawsuit tossed out for the simple fact that he disagrees. Basically, him and his legal team disagrees with what's going on. Is saying that the lawsuit is being used to coerce Garcia into a rematch to cause economic harm to Garcia, to harm his reputation, to encourage unwarranted investigations, and to obtain media attention. So his team is countersuing for $7 million, which will make sense because Bill Haney recently did an interview saying that possibly Devin Haney could be out for the remainder of the year. So this is looking to heat up. Not to mention Ryan Garcia's exhibition is officially off. We have to add him to the injury list. I guess he suffered a wrist injury while getting ready in training. So Ryan Garcia is out. There will be no exhibition fight happening at the end of this month in Japan, if I'm not mistaken. But his legal team did countersue, and they are seeking no less than $7.5 million in damages. What do we have to say about that?
I seen that Ryan cracked his wrist. Like he cracked his wrist. So they he was sparring. He threw a punch, and when they say he threw the punch, they said that shit jammed. But he's suing for more than Devin's suing. And in all actuality, Ryan has more basis for his suit than Devin does, because Ryan and Devin also put the weight factor in his lawsuit, and Devin Haney and Bill Haney also signed on the contract for that, because people don't realize, but they made a separate contract before that fight, and they adjusted for Ryan coming in overweight, and Ryan had to pay, so that was added into that. Ryan also was not found guilty for Austria. He was found guilty for not disclosing everything that he was taking. That's two. And another thing, the guy that Ryan Garcia had in his camp came from their camp. It came from their camp. So yes, how are you going to send somebody to my fucking camp and then I pop dirty? So yeah, it's not looking good for them. And see, Bill and them know, because people don't realize that the nigga Scooter, he worked with Zab and all them. Like, he worked with all of them. Like, Scooter used to be with Zab Judah. Scooter sat there and worked with Snack. He worked with Victor Conte. He worked with Daniel Jacobs. Like, he even admitted that he gave Devin Haney the same mixture that he gave Danny Jacobs. So you telling me that Danny Jacobs was dirty when he fought Knight Rider? Basically.
Absolutely. So Ryan Garcia is out. It's being postponed, and he's countersuing Upper in chat.
Give me 1 second.
Also, Sam Goodman, we can add him to the list. Now, as we all know, Sam Goodman anyway was supposed to be fighting. He suffered a bad gash. It looked like the cut that Tyson Fury had, pretty much, to put it in description. But he is out. So that fight, it looks like it's going to be delayed. It was supposed to be happening on Christmas Eve. So I'm not sure where this is going to go, when they're going to fight. But MJ won over the weekend, and Eddie Hearn is beating his chest and talking big stuff. Okay, he wants MJ to fight anyway, or he wants the WBA to have his title stripped. You know what I'm saying? And Eddie Hearn believes that MJ is not going to fight anyway at all. Now, that is another fight that we've all been wanting to see. Eddie Hearn did come out and say that Anyway is ducking MJ. I think they just pissing off Anyway, because I think Anyway gonna do MJ pretty bad. Not even gonna lie to y'all. But anyway, fight is off. Dude, at least postponed for right now. That gash looks nasty. Bill, oh come on, Bill, Big Dog Willie. Y'all gotta be nice now. Y'all gotta be nice. Y'all gotta be nice. To be honest with you, I haven't even heard too much about Anyway's fight with Sam Goodman. That was gonna be one of the easiest bags ever. Well, we can't say that because who would have thought Munguia would have went down the way that he went down, and who would have thought Anyway would have got dropped his last fight? You know what I'm saying? So it's looking crazy out here. Boxing is pulling some cards around here. Is the same shade as Wesley Snipes, Big Dog Willie. Yes. Well, anyways, back to the Ryan Garcia situation. A fighter that has been talking a lot lately because of everything that's been going on. Hey, Dave, is Josh Taylor. Now, remember Josh Taylor? He's been running his mouth a little bit too much, in my opinion, because Josh, where have you been? But he said he's calling cap on the whole lawsuit with Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney because he said, and I quote, "I fought a drug cheat in Ryan Martin. He still got slapped silly. Although I will say he was very strong and it was like hitting a brick, and he was hitting like a brick." So a lot of people, this boxer, Josh Taylor, is calling cap on Devin Haney's battery charge, and now with Ryan Garcia countersuing for $7 million, 7.5 million is looking like. I'm gonna keep my eye on this. This has gotten ghetto. It's gotten out of hand. I'm hoping that them boys either can settle it in the ring or just move on from each other. We already got to act like the fight never happened. We already got to act like it won't happen. But with Josh Taylor, sir, when are you getting back in the ring? No, we're not, Dave. Big Dog Willie being messy. Up, are you okay? When is he getting back in the ring, y'all? Bill Haney is the founder of the Black Panthers. Okay. Thank you so much. Y'all are too much. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with y'all every day. What to say for Reed? That's not good. So Haney out for 2025. He is looking like it. It's looking like they can't get any fights. Now, some people are saying that Bill Haney is requesting too much money. Some people are saying that this whole, legal situation is what's keeping promoters away from Bill Haney and the DHP. I'm not sure what's going on. What I do know, though, is that we have 4 major cards coming up. When I told you guys in the summer that Devin Haney was trying to return by the end of the year, we've had 4 major cards already. That was the Tyson and Usyk fight, part 2 that got made. We have the Bivol versus Baturviev. We have the February 22nd card with Shakur Stevenson on there. And we also have a Top Rank card that they're trying to make with my boy Xander Zayas. Okay, those are 4 major cards occurring with between Matchroom and Top Rank. And Devin Haney did not jump on any of those cards. Now I'm not saying he didn't try. I'm not saying he didn't try to, but he's not on any of those cards so far. So I have no idea what's going on with DHP and in all of this. I do believe, though, that it has something to do with his legal situation, friends. Thank you, Big Dog.
Can I say something about that real quick?
Go ahead.
Devin Haney said that he's not no small fish. And right now...
Oh, my goodness.
No, he did. And he said he's worth more than $3 million a fight. He said that. He wouldn't fight the champion Pyro for $3 million. And they're offering him less money to fight. He doesn't realize that he doesn't sell. He's like Terrence Crawford without the knockouts and the undefeated streak. You don't sell. Now, you can fight Ryan 2025. That will be a big fight. They first fight did over 400,000. Yes, they did over 400,000. Now, fight again. I think you can do at least 600 or 700, Key. Just make sure you don't sign no agreement that it has to do a certain amount for you to get paid. Well, the only people that's going to accept you is on the zone, so hell, he really ain't got no choice, do he, Keith? Unless he puts the fight on BHP. You said y'all got that bread. They said they got money. Why don't you put up money for a fight? That's what I don't get. Devin tripping talking about he tired of how much the promoters is doing this. Then promote your own fucking fight, dude. You are a promoter. You have BHP. Put on a fight, assume the risk, and keep the change. That's what all these other promoters do. So can you not bet on yourself? And salute to my goddamn big name Dave in the building. That's the shit that gets me though, Key. Motherfuckers have their own promotional company, but they sitting back waiting on the next man to get him a promotional deal.
Well, I mean, it's a lot going on. Like, okay, right now you don't want to be, and it's already too late. The damage has been done, but I can understand why promoters could possibly look at Devin as a liability. I continue to stand by when we had talked about him dropping his WBC. We both said that was the most stupidest thing he could have done, because where's all that leverage? A Liam Perro couldn't have turned you down. You know what I'm saying? All these other fighters that y'all saying, Teofimo Lopez and everything, it would have gave you a lot more leverage, a lot more to, you know what I'm saying, put one foot in front of the other. So I'm concerned, especially with now that there are reports that Devin could possibly be out for the remainder of next year as well, or part of next year. I'm praying that that's not so, but the way that these cards are rolling out right now, Upper and Chat, where we already know the first quarter of 2025 for boxing is about to be lit. We can all agree on that. But the fact that Devin Haney is not on any of those cards, we haven't even gotten to Keyshawn Davis and Abdullah Mason cards yet. You know what I'm saying? We don't even know what that card is going to look like, but I'm not hearing any movement.
And you know what's crazy?
Haney, what?
And not only that, you got later on in the year where you got Keyshawn Davis and Tank coming up near the middle of the year. Like, you definitely ain't about to get no airtime then. And especially when Spence and all of them about to roll around too. Like, nigga, if you don't get your ass out there and start making it happen, hop in the training and come this Liddy again.
Bill Haney's Ashley, he said he did an interview and he said, because Bill Haney's been on a lot of the content creators channels. You know, he gonna start where he, you know what I'm saying, where he's gonna go where he started at. And he did an interview over the weekend, and for sure 2024 he's done. He's out of there. We already know that. But it's looking like for 2025 possibly that we won't see Devin Haney, or probably won't be until like the spring or the summer. And that's just being, in my opinion, that's a disservice, because you got 4 of the biggest cards, or 4 for sure, happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's rolling out from January all the way until March. We got 4 big cards occurring, and we still don't have the undercards for 2 of those fights, Keyshawn and even the Bacoli fight. You know what I'm saying? We know that they're coming. We know Martin Bacoli is about to be fighting soon in March. Who else? Huh?
Legit Caballero and Big Bang Zane.
I think they're gonna be. I wonder if there's gonna be. I think that's the February 22nd card. I think that's gonna be.
You know what's gonna be some real cool shit though.
What?
What if Devin get on the undercard of Keyshawn and Devin? I mean, of Keyshawn and Tank.
I mean, that would be his best bet.
Hey, Tank, no, his best bet. If Devin and Bill want to become a star, what they need to do is go to Tank Davis and say, look, Tank, I'm sorry. You the motherfucking man. Could you put me on your undercards? And Tank can be like, yes, you little bitch. I know I'm the man. Come on and get on my undercards. That's how Floyd made Tank a star. That's how he made Canelo a star. Floyd put Canelo, people don't realize, but Canelo was on Floyd's undercard like 4 times before they fought each other. Like, Floyd built up Canelo. He got Canelo a fan base. And that's what Tank can do for Devin. If Bill Haney and Devin Haney show some humbleness, go to Tank like a man, and ask him, sir, could you please put me on your undercard?
You're saying for Devin to eat some humble pie. Pause.
I'm talking about eat the shit pie that they made off that movie The Help, which that woman had a whole pie of shit, because they've done a lot. They've done a lot. But you know what? Sign the GTD promotions, and that will show, because now you are an investment for Tank. And Tank don't want to lose money. So sign the GTD promotions, and just think of how big that will be. Devin Haney signs to Tank Davis promotion. That right there will give your career a spark. I'm not being just facetious. I'm being honest though, Windy City. Just think, no, look, all bullshit aside, Windy City. What you think would happen to Devin Haney's career if he was to sign under GTD and Tank was to get him some fights and he put him on his undercard? Tank could make a fortune off of Devin, because it will fuck up the narrative, dog. Like, y'all think, see, that's the thing. Y'all think too far into the box. Me, I'm a visionary that thinks outside of the box. Like, have you ever took your ops and made your ops make some fucking money? Like, exactly, Andy Gill. But I've had my ops buying work for me and made a lot of money. But if Tank loves the money and Devin and them wants the money, if they went to Tank, because he's the hottest shit out right now, and got on his undercards and signed to him, hey, that dude named Dave. Exactly. And that dude named Dave, you are in finances. You work with money. That dude named Dave. What would happen to Devin Haney and Bill Haney's revenue and their mainstreamness if he did that, bro? Be honest, that dude named Dave. And can I get 2 more people in the Cash App or the PayPal support the grind?
Hey, Slogan. Well, this is how I feel, because that's a good question.
About what I said, Keith?
And because that's how. What if he to take a pay cut?
No, if he was to sign under Tank Davis and apologizing to sign under Tank Davis, what would happen?
But that would never go. That would never.
A lot of people say it can't, but it can. J.A. Dixon, salute. But if he really wanted to care about his career, exactly that new day, Dave. It's about, do you want the money or you want the ego? Your ego ain't getting your shit right now.
I don't know.
That's what I said. People don't know how to think outside the box. People do not know how to think outside the box.
Well, okay, here's the thing, right? Because Mr. Pride asked a good question about taking lesser money. Oscar already put it out there how much Devin made for that fight. The 1.5 or so up front. So you can't say that I want this money, I want that money, and everything else. And track record shows that this is what you've been getting paid all along. You're coming off of a loss. You know what I'm saying? You got to get your way back up there. So it won't be so much as him taking a loss. It appears that they're asking for more than what they're trying to give them. You know what I'm saying? So if you're coming off of making $1.5 to $2 million fighting Ryan Garcia, and you want Liam Perrell or the Australian government to pay you $4 to $5 million for a fight, who's gonna agree to that?
Especially when you made 1.5 versus Regis.
Thank you, Brian. He said if Dev really want to be a bag, he wouldn't be in position he is now. Devin should have never dropped that belt. I'm gonna say that to the
I'm gonna say that as real key, because if you not having knockout power, like Devin ain't got no multiple goddamn Bugattis, but with you not having knockout power and stuff like that, he needed the belt. And that's why I sit there and say some fighters need the belt and some fighters help the belts. Like fighters like Earl Spence, Canelo, Tank Davis, they help the belts out. They don't need the fucking belts. The belts need them. And then you got fighters like Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, they need the belts or they will be irrelevant. That's what I feel about a lot of fighters. Some fighters, they will be nothing without the belt, and some belts will be nothing without the fighters.
Yeah.
That's just real shit right there. Like, every fighter don't need the belt.
So do we think?
Now go ahead.
Do we think that? Do you think that with the claims that's going on, because it can't. If we're gonna be honest, well, I guess Ryan Garcia is defending himself, but don't it look fugazi on both parts, Ryan Garcia and Devin, that they're going through this legal issue with one another regarding this April 20th fight?
I don't blame Ryan Garcia because the best way to attack a suit is a counter suit. Like, this man has him backed in the corner. It's not like Ryan went to go put the thing in. So if Ryan has to defend himself in court, a lot of shit, if he's found not guilty with Devin, that will make it open where Devin is liable and Ryan can get money off of that. So it's like, I've seen people go to court. I've seen people go to court and be getting sued, Key. And the judge was like, well, the judge is like, well, you haven't filed for a countersuit, so we can't do this. But if you would have filed for a countersuit, then I could have made them pay. So see, Ryan is covering his bets and everything, because if you don't file for a countersuit, then you won't be able to get no kind of damages and stuff for them wasting your time and making your lawyer fees and stuff, everything right there, and defamation and all that right there. So you have to come with a countersuit. That's the only way, or they get off lightly by bringing up frivolous damn lawsuits against you. So yes, come with the countersuit. And if Devin and them is smart, they would just drop out of this right now, because if not, it's going to cost them a lot more in legal fees and in fines and stuff if this shit goes all the way through, especially if it goes through and their shit gets thrown out. Because now that makes them liable, and it opens them up for legal action against Ryan's countersuit. And they can also end up losing more than they had before with all this bullshit. So, man, let bygones be bygones. Sweep this shit on the road. Get back in the ring. Box this shit out and make your bag, man. Because this is just not it.
Absolutely. Well, speaking of this is not it, Tevin Farmer is back in the...
I'm tired of this motherfucker, dog.
Tevin Farmer is back. He did another interview with Cigar Talk. Shout out to Najee. And he says that he makes some allegations, Upper. He makes some allegations now. I don't know. I don't know if Zepeda, I don't know now. He said Tevin Farmer says the fact that neither him or Zepeda was drug tested, and Zepeda has over 100,000 punch output without getting tired, is suspect.
Okay.
He wants a rematch, and he wants it to be drug tested.
Of course, Tevin, because you don't cycle. Because you done cycled, Tevin. And the fact that and I got questions too. The fact that you don't went from 6 knockouts, a 6% knockout rating, to putting everybody on their ass now that you fighting, I have questions, Tevin. Because you was one of the most pillow fist motherfuckers in fighting. Now everybody you get in the ring with, you drinking the thunder. Like, nigga, you got thunder. Feel the thunder. Lightning in the thunder. Like, nigga, where the fuck did this come from? You knocked the nigga out through the guard. You dropped Zepeda. You had Muratalo on noodles, dog. Come on, man. You don't went from a pillow fisted to goddamn punching like Deontay Wilder, nigga. Come on, man. You done cycled for 3 years, nigga.
Allegedly.
I ain't saying alleged shit. I know what the fuck I'm looking at. I see the nigga, man. I see it, kid. It's not nothing alleged. I'm looking at this nigga. Like, nigga, your shit can't be cycled, but nigga, your goddamn shit is goddamn buffed up now. You got muscles and shit. Everything that changed. Your eye done got a little redder.
Oh my God. Okay. Okay. All right. We are not gonna do this. Okay. Now, I don't think it's anything wrong with Tevin Farmer.
I don't either. No.
He is trying.
No,
he
Pete,
wants
my bad, Pete. I don't either.
Okay, he wants his get back upper echelon in chat. Because that was a close fight, and it could be argued that he lost 2 back-to-back fights that he should have won. Hey, Planet. So here's the thing, friends. Hold on.
These are 2 fights he should have never been in damn close to. But go ahead.
Okay, but still though, upper. Lord, Tevin is warranted in his grievances expressed. Okay, now if Golden Boy and Williams Zepeda's team will allow for the rematch, that does put us farther away from Shakur Stevenson versus Zepeda. All right, which is a big money fight. Zepeda does need to come back with a great performance, you know what I'm saying, to get folks hyped about that fight again. For the simple fact that his last bouting was horrible, not to mention he broke his hand. He's injured as well. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Windy, hold on 1 second, Keith. Windy City. Now, I would agree with you on one point. You said, hold on a minute, Upper. We just seen a guy with 4 KOs put Jaime out. Yes, we did, Wendy. But we also seen him catch Jaime Munguia when Jaime Munguia was relaxed and he punched straight through a perfect place punch. Now, Wendy, I've seen Tevin Farmer punch through a high guard, brother. It's a difference when you have 4 knockouts and you catch a nigga clean. And it's a difference when you have 6% knockout rating and you're knocking a nigga out through his high guard. Like Kevin punched through this nigga's guard and knocked him the fuck out. That's not the same thing, Windy City. Like, the man came back from his break and knocked out 2 or 3 and fucked up the one that he didn't knock out. And then he fucked up Miratala and dropped Zepeda. He has a late surge of power in his career.
Oh my God.
Windy City. Yes, punch placement matters, but when you don't give a damn about punch placement and you are brute forcing it, because that's what he did. He brute force punched through the nigga guard. He hit the nigga, his hands, his guard, and the face. He clubbed the nigga, dog. That was no kind of punch placement. It was like, nigga, I'm going to throw this club and I'm knocking everything down. You, your arms, and your head. Boop. That's what he did. He clubbed the nigga. He has unexplainable strength right now. And before you talk, Keith, and look, I just need 2 more people to support the grind right now. Everybody else has. I just need 2 people. We got 3 already. We just need 2 more to support the grind for the day, and we good for the day. All I just need is 2 more to support, either Cash App or PayPal. We good. But yes, it's punch placement. But then, matter of fact, let me show Windy City what the hell I'm talking about, Keith, because I don't think he understands what I'm talking about when I'm talking about this Tevin Farmer.
Hey, to the beautiful Marshawn West and Big Dog Willie, please be nice. Thank you, Slogan. Thank you guys so much. All things, thank you guys so much. While Upper is doing that, for those who are enrolled into the Ring magazine, he is giving away a car for you being subscribed to the Ring magazine. He has moved the relaunch date for Thursday, December 19th. Okay. So just want to let everybody know that he calls Zepeda with the counter clean, no guard. He caught Zepeda with the counter clean, no guard.
I ain't talking about Zepeda. Watch this right here, buddy. Watch this. First round knockout. This is when he came back and he had his...
There you go.
I had to pull it up. Yeah. Watch this.
Accurate fighting. Now you're showing the power. What changed? Avery Sparrow knocked him down.
He punched through the ref and the guard. Look at him. And watch this. I'm not the only one that noticed Kevin's on some shit.
Since your return, came back against Avery Sparrow, knocked him down. And the second fight back.
Exactly. Everybody that's been in the ring with since he's been back, he's been in the ring with 5 people. Besides Miratala, he has dropped everybody in that ring. Avery Sparrow, that's the first one that he did knock out, but he put him down.
Brutal one-punch knockout.
Yeah.
Like, yo, you want this sharp, defensive, accurate fighter. Now you're showing the power. Like what changed?
The weight cuts, you know. I've been strong. My whole camp knew I've been strong, but it just wasn't transferring into fights. So every time I got to a fight, I'd be dead. So, you know, just properly learning how to do things the proper way. And yeah, they're gonna say I'm taking steroids.
Why would he say that right there? Ain't no clean fighter gonna say what the fuck he just said. Let y'all hear it.
How to do things the proper way. And yeah, they're gonna say I'm taking steroids. I keep saying,
Dr. Key, did you hear what he just said? I just showed you the fight before Raymond. That was the fight before Raymond right there, Windy City. It was that one. And the fight before that, he got a knockout too. Did you hear what listen to what he's saying now? And he got Debo's cockeyed too.
My whole camp knew I've been strong, but it just wasn't transferring into fights. So every time I got to a fight, I'd be dead. So.
The fuck just happened?
Cause it's crazy you making this man guilty.
He said it, not me.
He said y'all gonna think.
But Key, who would say that? What type of person would say that?
Or maybe he got himself together in training. Maybe he learned how to sit down on his punches more. And maybe he's tired of people playing with him. He wants the big fights. He wants his name out there. So
yeah, Key.
Come on, y'all. Hey, my goodness.
So he gonna think people gonna think he on steroids. Like, come on, man. That was the worst thing to say right there.
They because look at what y'all are doing. If he would have never said this, y'all would not be having this conversation.
Hey, shout out to my brother Planet 619. Shout out to my brother Planet 619 in the Cash App with the $3 holla. Appreciate you, King. You always come through, check it out. I just need one more person to support the grind. Let me get one more person in the Cash App or the PayPal, and we good for the day. And I appreciate everybody that supported, though, but thank you. But yeah, Key, this man sat there and said, my shit done froze up. Damn it. I'm going to have to switch to my phone for a second. But yeah, Key.
That's craziness what y'all trying to put on this man.
How is that crazy, Key? This nigga talking about exactly that dude named Dave. He talking about I'm sitting down on my shots now. Now they gonna think I'm on steroids. Cause you is, nigga. Nigga, you ain't fooling nobody.
Phenomenal. What if he just wants his eye looking like that? Okay, maybe he's living in his essence, and maybe he learned how to sit down on his punches, y'all. Maybe he learned how to turn over his punches. That's always important, and he called him flush. So I don't think that he's on anything, y'all. I just think that Tevin Farmer is taking his career more serious. He can't catch a break, and I believe that Tevin Farmer will come back better than ever. You know what I'm saying? And he is calling out William Zepeda's alleged steroid use. He's saying that how can this man in every fight throw over 1,000 punches?
Hey, Key, that man punched that dude through the guard, Key. He punched and knocked that man out through the guard.
Oh,
that was through the guard, Key.
Marshawn, Queen, don't get involved. Please, Queen, don't let them taint you, Lord. No, come on, Lord. No, don't let them.
Exactly, Miss Marshawn. Miss Marshawn ain't going for that bullshit.
Marquis, salute, King. Oh, come on.
Ain't nobody going for that bullshit. But like I said, let me get one more in the cash app to support the grind, and we good for the day. I had to restart my computer. Give me a second, Keith.
Salute to
He done infect. He done hit my damn computer with the juice. That was too much juice for my computer. That's it.
Oh, come on, Dave. Like, you guys, he's not. Oh, Brian, really? Really, you guys?
Yes, really.
Where's our farmer said what you think? No, he's not. He's not lying. I don't think that he's on that stuff. I don't think it. I think
what will make you say that though, Key? Like, what will make you say phenomenal? Salute, King. Peace and blessings. What will make you say they gonna think I'm on steroids? Like, don't know. I won't be sitting there going out and saying
this was on steroids.
Oh, Key, that's like me going out to the store. That's like me going out to the store and saying my wife gonna think I'm cheating on her. Like, why would my wife think I'm cheating on her because I'm going to the store? Like, come on, man. That's just like saying some crazy shit like that. Or these people think I'm gonna rob them. Like, why would these people think I'm gonna rob them? Or why would my wife think I'm gonna cheat on her because I'm going to the store?
It depends on the context. It depends on the context. If a bank has been getting robbed 3 times in a whole month, and it appears that it's a certain group or a certain person that's robbing them, they have a right to be suspicious, raise their eyebrow, and make sure.
Well, if they see me, they gonna know I want to put money in the bank, not damn take it away. But that's what I'm just saying. That's just like me telling my girl I'm about to go to the Walmart, and I'm like, she gonna think I'm cheating on her. Or if I walk in the bank to make a deposit, they think I'm gonna rob it.
Oh my
like,
God.
I don't think, like, I'm not looking at motherfucking Shakur and saying, I think he on steroids. Like, come on, man. Like, that is the worst.
Echelon and friends. Upper echelon and friends. Okay. The man.
But Key, you do psychology, Key. Now, if somebody sits there and says,
he's not the one, but Zepeda's the one that's throwing 1,000 punches and not getting tired.
Okay, and guess what? He's the one punching niggas through a high guard and knocking them out. And ain't had a knockout before then. Before then he had 30 fights with 6 knockouts. Now he done came back. He done fought 5 people since he been back, and he's done put all 5 of them on the canvas except for Miratala, but had Miratala fucked up. And he put Zepeda down. He put Avery Sparrow down. He knocked out the other 2. Come on, Key. Come on, man.
What if he learned how to sit down on his punches more upper echelon?
They do though. They be up in there and that target.
My God. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Brian. Y'all are just thank you, Big Dog Willie. Lord.
And Coles. Don't forget about Coles. Everything for your home today.
Okay, but do you guys agree with Tevin Farm? Now, this is
no, because Zepeda's been doing that his whole career.
Now, this is Tevin Farmer. He's been on a campaign for a whole month straight now. Do we want the Zepeda versus Tevin Farmer part 2?
I want to see Tevin Farmer versus Shakur. I think that'd be a great fight. What y'all think about Farmer versus Shakur, Key?
That's an excellent fight. Thank you, Banks. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys. Y'all are so mean. Y'all are mean. See,
I'm just saying, Key, all I'm saying is you sit there saying they're gonna think I'm doing steroids. Like, where did that come from? Like,
he just knocked the dude out with through the high guard, like you said.
Oh, so you did see it. Okay. I'm just making sure. So you did admit that was kind of strange, right?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying you asked where it came from. I'm giving the context behind it.
So you think Deontay Wilder sitting there thinking, oh, they're going to think I'm on steroids because I'm knocking these niggas out.
You don't have to. Deontay Wilder, Spence, Tank. Who else?
I ain't heard nobody say they think Tank was on steroids.
That's a lie. Yes, they did. They wanted Tank hair and blood tested at a point in time. Yes, they did. Coach Calvin has always came out and said that Tank had to go through a lot more testing than the opponents because they thought that he was cheating for him to be at that weight size doing that.
But
Another
that's what I'm just saying.
person
But
is
I've never. But guess what? Out of all that, guess what I've never heard though, Key.
what?
I never heard Tank say they gonna think I'm on steroids. I've never heard Tank say that about himself.
Upper, he just came off of an impressive knockout.
I'm just saying, people that don't do it ain't gonna even think like that.
Thank you, J.A. No, I do not agree with that, Big Dog Willie. Zepeda has that back knee, but Lord have mercy. Oh my goodness. Here we go.
That came from the water because he was swimming across the pool.
Okay, thank you, Upper. Thank you guys so much. You guys are y'all are bad for boxing. I tell y'all that every day. Y'all are bad for boxing, bro. Well,
that's not true.
Zepeda is continuing on his campaign. Ladies and gentlemen, he wants Zepeda's continuing on his campaign. He wants Tevin Farmer.
If Zepeda's on that clenbuterol, he's allowed. Canelo made it okay for the Spanish people to be on clenbuterol.
Okay, thank you guys so much. Tevin is about
to hey, I'm just saying they raised the limit for Spanish people on clenbuterol. So if he is, because clenbuterol does give you extra energy and it does give you extra oxygen. So if he is on clenbuterol, the WBC made it legal for him to be on it. I'm just saying.
Well, speaking of punches and all this stuff, Serhii Bohachuk, as we know, he's fighting this weekend. Can't wait to see Bohachuk return. Unfortunately,
who's he fighting?
Madrimov. Serhii Bohachuk is fighting.
Since Madrimov pulled out,
Ishmael Davis.
Oh.
So he said, though, he did an interview with Fight Hub TV. Shout out to them. Oh, and shout out to YSM. You played this video, so shout out to YSM.
Yeah, shout out to YSM. YSM give us good content. Good content. He gave us Tevin Farmer admitting on using the sauce.
Oh my God. Anyways, so Bohachuk is calling cap Upper in chat on Virgil Ortiz power. He said Virgil Ortiz is good, but he couldn't but that he didn't feel his power. And he doesn't know how Ortiz has 100% knockout ratio before fighting him. He like, where did it go? He calling cap on Virgil Ortiz power. And not to mention, Bohachuk is another one that would like a rematch between him and Virgil Ortiz. That was a close fight. I gave it to Bohachuk, but
Bohachuk, you didn't walk him down though, Bohachuk. You got Bohachuk. You won 4 out of 8 rounds.
Lies.
So it must have been, huh?
Lies.
No, I can go back and we can go through it round by round if y'all want to. We can go round by round. He won 4 out of 8 rounds. Even the ref seen it. Fresh Baker salute. But we didn't see him just walking through that shit. So it must have been something on that Bohachuk. I guess he didn't feel Brandon Adams' power either when Brandon Adams knocked him out. But hey, I can just tell you like this. The man went through you. He went through you. If it wasn't that much power, you should have sold out and threw more punches.
J.A. Dixon, let it go. Okay, y'all. Fresh Baker salute to Orlando. Salute to the counselor, the esteemed counselor. Good to see you, King. I'm not about to single out everybody that has a crooked eye, J.A. Dixon. Y'all not finna have me do this. All I'm saying,
you know what they say? They say crooked eye, crooked man, crooked letter.
Okay. All I'm saying is that Tevin Farmer is obviously pissed off that you know what I'm saying? And he has some questions as to why him and Zepeda was not drug tested. And he feels as though maybe it's because it's highly suspect that he is throwing 1,000 punches. And he is the Mexican Kevin Gates because he don't get tired. That's all he's saying, y'all.
Well, let me ask you a question. Why didn't Tevin Farmer scream about all this shit before the fight? Like before the fight, Tevin Farmer ain't said a damn thing about not being tested. When he came in there with all that power, he wasn't saying a damn thing. But when that power didn't do it, now he's saying something. Tevin, cut the bullshit, nigga. Giving niggas the side eye and shit, nigga.
Jay, we not doing this, okay? 999 punch. Okay, thank you guys. All right. Anyways, what do we feel about Bohachuk saying Virgil Ortiz punching is cap? Ladies and gentlemen, do we think?
Well,
it's
I remember Mean Machine after he fought Virgil Ortiz. Mean Machine said he hit harder than Crawford. So,
well, oh, I'm glad you said that because Bud Crawford did an interview a few days ago and said that his toughest fight to date was Mean Machine. I'm glad you said that. That's interesting to me. He said that was his toughest fight thus far, by far, was Mean Machine. Everybody else was a walk in the park. Interesting.
well, Mean Machine knocked Bud on his ass too. They didn't give him that, but he dropped Bud ass.
Oh Lord, Ortiz should be in a rematch. Ortiz should be in a rematch with him. Well, he's calling for it. Bohachuk said that he will like to rematch Virgil Ortiz. He did that immediately.
Everybody trying to get another paycheck. See, Tevin Farmer got his biggest check versus he got a check versus damn Zepeda, so he wants another payday. And Bohachuk got a check versus Ortiz, and now he wants another payday. I mean, it's all good. It's all good. I can understand. Hell, we had the damn the Mexican Mike Tyson, Pitbull. He claimed that Tank ain't have no power. He claimed that he beat Tank and he wanted a rematch. So I guess Pitbull telling the truth too, huh?
Oh, come on, you guys. Okay, look. Hey, Ronnie Bravo. Salute, King. Good to see you. No, we're not speaking of drugs, okay? High frequent. Okay, thank you, guys.
Yeah, he did drop Ortiz frequent. He dropped Ortiz first. And then Virgil got mad and pummeled his ass.
Okay, all I'm saying is, all right, see, y'all not finna do this today. I'm not finna let y'all get away with this today, all right? Now, Bud said he has a right to feel. He was in the ring with that gentleman. So he has a right to feel how he feels. He said that the one that gave him the hardest time was Mean Machine. I don't think he's wrong for that. Now, that don't mean that they're trying to make a payday or anything. But Bohachuk is calling cap on Virgil Ortiz, which I believe that Bohachuk won that fight. And I understand why Bohachuk wants the rematch between him and Virgil Ortiz.
See, that's why I'm glad that judges they judge a fight by rounds, because one day we're gonna go through that fight and we're gonna see that Virgil won 8 rounds, Bohachuk won 4, and he dropped Virgil in 2 of those rounds. But just because you win 4 rounds don't make you win an 8-round fight. I mean a 12-round fight.
Hater. Oh my God.
Nah, I'm just logistical. Just like motherfucking Ramon Villa against Speedy Rashidi. He won 4 fucking rounds and they gave him the fight. And I thought that was some bullshit right there.
Well, we're definitely gonna see
and honestly,
yes.
I don't think Virgil Ortiz got that type of pop. I really don't. I just feel like Virgil Ortiz is much bigger than everybody he fights. And you know, when a fighter is bigger, they got more weight behind their shots.
Oh, okay.
And I feel like Virgil has more. Well, not really, T. Orlando, because the most you can get in a round is 10 points. And if they get dropped twice, then they only get 7. So 7 and 7 is 14. Plus you won 2 rounds. So they got 2 9 rounds and 2 7 rounds. So that's 18 and 14 is 32. But they got 8 rounds, which they won. So that's 80 plus 32, which gives them 112. Then you got 4 rounds that you got a 10 in, which is 40. And then you got 8 rounds, which you got 9 in. You feel me?
Thank you. No.
But what I was saying though, like I feel like Virgil Ortiz, he's always a lot bigger. That's why he had that rap though, because he was way bigger than people trying to make motherfucking 147 when he's 5'10 and he's big as shit coming in the ring as a middleweight. Just like Earl Spence. That's my favorite. That was my favorite fighter. But Earl Spence, like Danny Garcia said, that nigga like a fucking middleweight. And when you're that big and you're fighting on people that's smaller than you, of course you're gonna put some thudding shots on them people. It happens.
You guys are impossible. Y'all are impossible.
Impossible. Well, you know, I'm the type of person that likes to make the impossible possible.
Well, speaking of Bud Crawford, people are up in arms. So out of all the fights with the upsets this weekend, one of them would be one that got the people going this weekend that was not a fight, but a potential, well, we know that they're going to be fighting sometime in the spring, is Fundora versus Spence. And Bud Crawford just got the ultimate alley hoop. Okay, so the WBO will not strip Fundora if he beats Earl for the WBC. Also, if Earl beats Fundora, he wins the WBC, but he places the WBO belt in the hands of Bud since Bud is the interim WBO champion. So it's a catch-22. So some people feel as though
Fuck
the
WBO.
WBO is hating.
That's why I hope the WBO go back down to a smaller belt, because the WBO has been doing these bullshit practices lately, and it's like the whatever Bob orders belt, and Earl already criticized the WBO before, so the WBO, they don't want Earl to be their champion any fucking way, but this is how the WBO acts. Like, they have their own set of rules. And that's why I'm glad they have been talking about, even Trump was talking about making WBO a regular fucking belt. I mean, like, putting them down with the IBO, because the WBO do have their own picks and chooses. And like, is either gonna keep it the same with everybody or not? You feel what I'm saying? Like, you want to make it a championship match with Fundora if he wins to keep it. So what I feel like is, during the negotiations, I think that Earl Spence need to make sure he puts it in contract that the WBO will not get no percentage of Fundora or his gate right there. You feel what I'm saying? Like, exactly, phenomenal. A lot of people don't understand that. Oh shit.
He says since Bud has a title, the interim ties with other governing bodies should be dropped when he claims an actual designation above the interim title. Hey, that's why a lot of people are calling cap. I think so too.
Okay, I'm back.
Go ahead, Upper.
But yeah, they're trying to move the WBO back down from being one of the major, and people don't even realize that. But yeah, Key, it's the crazy. It's not the IBF Big Supreme, it's the WBO that's on it. But the craziest shit about it is they need to make sure that the WBO gets no proceeds from this fight with Earl Spence too. They need to make sure it gets no proceeds. Like, if they don't get no proceeds, that'd be great right there. And shout out to my brother, Mr. Altruistic. He always come through in the cash app, man. Appreciate you, brother. Shalom King. You always coming through. And I appreciate everybody that supports the channel, man. Y'all supporting the grind. I appreciate each and every one of y'all that do it. And I'm most grateful for it, bro. I appreciate it. Anybody that looks out for the channel, you family, I appreciate you. Your family, if you don't look out, that you come through, you hit the like button. But appreciate those that help keep the lights on in the building. But yeah, this is hypocrisy right here, Key. Because from what I understand, with Fundora fighting, the WBO and the WBC are equally both about to get 3% from his purse. But Earl Spence has only got to pay the WBC. Salute to Ronnie Bravo. But the only thing is, right, the WBO, they not letting Earl get shit off of it. And that's crazy, because they tried to force Terrence Crawford into a Fundora fight, and Fundora wasn't going for it. And like, the WBO always been trying to force, like, they were trying to force Charlo to fight Tim Tszyu instead of fight Canelo. Like, nigga, y'all don't run shit. But it is what it is.
Absolutely. Well, a lot of people are crying foul because a lot of fighters are still able to move up, particularly in the WBO, and still get championship fights, even coming off of a loss. So people are scratching their head as, what is the play? Like, what is it about this fight? Because this is a very big fight. Again, I still hear that it's coming into fruition. I'm hearing a March or April return, with Frank Martin being on the undercard of that fight. And speaking of, yeah, so I'm curious. I can't wait to see how this is going to go. Another person that could be appearing on the Spence and Fundora undercard is Rolly Romero, the GOAT. He potentially could be on this undercard as well. So again, another big card. No Devin
It's
Haney.
crazy because I heard that Rolly was supposed to be fighting Frank, but never mind. I thought Frank and Rolly was talking, but
well, that could possibly be one contender. You know what I'm saying? Rolly versus Frank Martin. Great comeback fight for both of these fighters. And that would be for possibly the WBA. And we know that as far as right now go, Rayo is the WBA champion. So line them up. Y'all see what PBC is doing. You know, top ranked.
Rayo's supposed to be on one of these cards coming up too.
Yeah, he's on. I thought Rayo's on the Tank Davis undercard against Gary Antoine, if I'm not mistaken, right?
If he going against Gary Antoine, Rayo did look good in his last fight, but
tripping today.
Rayo looked good in his last fight, but I don't think he can fuck with Gary Antoine.
You don't think he can mess with Gary Antoine?
Nah, he looked good though for his first fight up there against Pitbull, but like I said, I've seen him versus De Los Santos, and I've seen him in his weakness. I think Gary Antoine going to get in his shit too quickly. Like I don't think he's going to be able to react good to Gary Antoine. I think Gary Antoine going to get in there and hit him with them little T-Rex arms, snuff him up bad.
So yeah, also I'm doing some more digging into this. I'm not sure how true this is. I haven't heard anything, and Lamont Roach has not came out and said anything as well. So take this with a grain of salt. But I'm hearing we got to also update another injury. So we got Ryan Garcia and Goodman. Goodman was supposed to fight anyway. He's injured. Ryan Garcia's injured. And I'm praying that this is not true. Let me just say this. But it appears I'm hearing that maybe Lamont Roach could be injured. But I'm not sure. It don't sound right to me. I think that's just a bad rumor because that don't sound right to me. We still have like 2 more months into the fight.
If Lamont Roach is injured, it'd be best that he does not tell nobody in the world because, nigga, this is your only chance in your life to get the bag. And if you fuck that shit up by saying you injured, they're not going to postpone your fucking fight, dude. If you happen to get fucking injured, you best believe you fumbled the bag. That's all I can say. Because they're not about to reschedule. They're not about to hold shit up for Lamont Roach. Nigga, you're not that name. You're not that guy. Okay? You're not that guy. So, Lamont, for your sake, I hope that you're not. Because if you are, oh well. It won't be no match.
Roach was rated. Thank you, Rob Walker. Any news on that? No, we already talked about that. We were just happy that Dylan White got uppercutted, Ronnie, because we don't like Dylan White over here at all. Well, Upper doesn't. Upper can't stand him.
El Ryan had his best fight ever. He ate
come
50
on.
uppercuts. He ate 50 uppercuts. And now Dylan White is in line to fight Bacole.
Roach got some bad borax. Oh, come on. Upper, you see what you done started today?
What I do? I
Gosh, here they go making fun of everybody.
What I got to do with that?
Because if you would have never got started on Tevin Farmer.
Tevin Farmer should have stopped cheating.
Okay. Whatever. And I misspoke. Berlanga is on the Keyshawn Davis undercard. Not Berlanga. Xander Zayas is on the Keyshawn Davis undercard. I thought it would be a separate card. So that's the correction. He's going to be on that's turning out to be a really good card already. We got Keyshawn Davis, Abdullah Mason, and Xander Zayas. Perfect. Right? So far? Yeah? Okay. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take y'all silence as a good thing.
Yay!
Y'all been irritating me today, making fun of. I cannot believe y'all would put them accusations on Tevin like that. Oh my goodness.
Tevin told himself.
Okay. He was given a hypothetical behind the context because of how quick it was done.
Man, whatever.
I don't think that he is. I don't believe in my whole heart of hearts that this man is cheating. He was upset that he didn't get drug tested. Akhmaduliev and his team went to court to force Inoue to fight him for the WBA, and Gilberto Mendoza has given Inoue 10 days after the Goodman fight to make the fight happen. Absolutely, yes. Thank you, All Things. Thank you, Rod Walker. Yes, and I said that Eddie Hearn is saying that what's his name? That Inoue is gonna duck MJ and not fight him. That's what Eddie Hearn is. I said that he was beating, Eddie Hearn talking a little bit too much. All y'all doing is pissing this man off. But as always, I will keep an eye on that to see. Thanks, be quiet. To see if what Inoue does, because he possibly won't be the WBA champ anymore if he gets stripped, and then people will really say that he ducked Inoue that Inoue ducked MJ. Oh my goodness, that would be crazy ghetto. Bakram has also Murtialev. He has also came out and said, I guess there was some rumors that Bud Crawford and him was supposed to fight in April, and he said basically, does anyone know about this? So he doesn't know. He's basically downplaying that fight. But the rumor mill is still swirling behind Bud Crawford and Canelo, friends. Yes, Rod log out. Exactly. Bill Haney's wife is black, and Devin is the reason why DAZN exists. Big Dog Willie, what's going on today, friend? What happened? Why are you going in on Bill Haney like this? Like, be nice. Be nice. Oh my goodness. I don't even know. But I'm going to keep an eye on both of these rumors. I did hear that Bakram is ready to get back into the ring as soon as he can. We know that he's coming off an impressive knockout win against Tim Tszyu, who was another big favorite, and that was another huge upset loss that kind of people is kind of sweeping over there, making Munguia something. And I'm like, yo, did we forget about Tim Tszyu? Who else got upset? Did we forget about H2O got upset and knocked out? Who else got upset and knocked out this year, y'all? Don't even think about it. Devin's is no longer a match, okay? So we can't bring up Devin anymore. But who else got knocked out, or not even knocked out, but lost, and they wasn't supposed to lose? It's a few fighters. I got them on my list too, because we're gonna do the big when we do the end of the year awards. Munguia is trash. Thank you. I know he's been lying, but Big Dog, he gotta do that. He has to come out here and be the voice for Devin Haney right now. Devin Haney is busy training. He's back with Nate Jones. He's training with Mickey Bay. He's training, you know what I'm saying? I think he's still with what's his name? What's Manny Pacquiao's Freddie Roach. I think he's still with him. So, Devin has really been training, y'all. I think we need to be just a little nice. Be nice. Let's just be nice to him. We cannot unsee. Okay, yes, but it's no longer an official fight. It was overturned. So, unfortunately. But I get it, y'all. I get it. I understand. I am done. Thank you, Rod. Log out. Y'all log. Anyways, Upper, do you have anything else? Y'all, I cannot believe y'all went on a tangent like this today. I cannot believe it. What does that say about, so with Ramirez giving up, what does that say about Shakur? Andy being messy. He hired an electrician for his corner. Marquis don't start. Banks don't start. Come on, y'all. Like, we gonna be nice, y'all. Okay, like we're gonna be nice, Marquis. We are definitely going to give the Munguia got hit. He didn't expect it. Nobody did. He did not hire an electrician for his corner, Marquis. Andy Gill, be nice, stop picking. But Bill is the #1 person tearing down other black fighters. He is a felony. Oh, and he's going to, oh my God. I don't think I can't dictate where God is going to lead him, because y'all got to realize boxing is still entertainment. You know what I'm saying? So maybe he's doing all of this for entertainment and putting his son out there. We can't deny what Bill Haney has been able to do for his son. Like, I'm not going to let y'all crap on that. He did a good job. He did. Slack Jaw Munguia. Thank you. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate y'all. I really, really do. Y'all are horrible. It felt good to see these fights. Munguia got tested. They're supposed to be doing a part 2. Hopefully, if Bohachuk wins his fight this week, because this is a late replacement, we can get Bohachuk versus Virgil Ortiz part 2. But Bohachuk has to get past Madrimov. Thank you, Rob Walker. So let's get a lie is a lie, Key. Damn, Bill, I know, J.A. Dixon. I'm not saying that what Bill has been doing is not right. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, he's been doing this to put his son up there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and get his sons the fight. I mean, he became undisputed under Bill. I can't knock that. He still did a good job with his son, J.A. Dixon, my friend. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. But is it right? I'm not condoning it. Is it right? No, it's not right. And y'all know I've expressed all my grievances against Bill Haney. I do not care for Bill Haney and them like that. Because of the lies that they told. Ishmael Davis, big dog, B-Dog. That's who he is fighting. Who's the replacement for Saturday. His name is Ishmael Davis. So I'm excited to see that fight. Should be a good fight. Late replacement. So let's see how long it takes Bohachuk to get, his opponent down, make the adjustments that he needs to make, and get Ishmael Davis out of there, because Bohachuk is focused on Virgil Ortiz. I'm here to tell you that right now. He wants that rematch with Virgil Ortiz, y'all. I ain't even finna stunt. No, she is not, Big Dog. Well, you know what? Damn it. Oh, come on, Brian. No, I'm not. 327. Come on, y'all. No, I am not. I'm not saying it's right. It's wrong, Brian. It's wrong, friend. Where is my it's wrong. I'm not saying that it's right. And yes, this past week he has been lying, and he's been catching himself up, because one minute is we want to fight, next minute is the promoters. Then he comes out and say, "Oh, but we've been promoters have reached out to us and they want to make the big fights, with us." Well, get on one of these cards. You got a Keyshawn Davis card that's still developing. Can't do February 22nd. Dang. Tank card up out of there. Get on Spence undercard. Spence and Devin is cool. Try to work out something with Man Down Promotions. Like, there's other ways than PBC. 15 minutes. Okay, thank you, Rob. I'm just saying there's other things that he can do. And I forgot to say hi to my boy Big Supreme. Salute, King. I forgot to say hi to him. But there's other cards that he can definitely get on. We got the big heavyweight showdown coming up in possibly May. With the rematches, that's the one that Eddie Hearn. Remember, I told you guys that Eddie Hearn is trying to line up AJ for a title fight, pushing him all the way at the top of the list before all the other fighters. So there's that card he can get on. There's a lot of cards, and those are going to be more than likely in Saudi Arabia. If Tyson Fury wins this fight, I wonder if they have a rematch clause, if we'll get a part 3 Usyk Fury 3 to settle it. That would be interesting. I got to keep my eye out on that. I wonder if we're going to get a part 3 for this fight. But if Usyk beats him again, it's kind of over with. Oh, not to mention Benavidez and Morrell's workout, I think, is tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, be looking out for that, friends. I can't wait to see that. We are 47 or 48 days away from David Morrell versus David Benavidez. Godzilla on PBC. Well, hell, Brock, he gonna have to do something. Salute to the King Brock Howard. He gonna have to do something, y'all. Like, we got all these big cards popping up. He gonna have to get in where he fit in. But I knew once he started lining, you know what I'm saying? Like, once all these cards started popping up a few weeks ago, and I didn't hear from my source, my Devin Haney source, that he wasn't gonna be on those cards. I'm like, well, damn, he's looking at a April, May-ish return almost, especially if yeah, he's looking at a, because you got Golden Boy and Top Rank got it on lock in February. We can't deny that. There's 2 big cards on that in that month alone for Golden Boy and Top Rank in Matchroom and Queensberry. Then you got in March, that's pretty much PBC territory. February is the beginning of February is PBC. April, I'm hearing, or the end of March is Spence and Fundora. That undercard is going to be stacked. You got the return of the Charlo brothers. Keyshawn going for a title fight. The return of Shakur Stevenson with Kid Austin. Even though we don't like those fights, we can't deny that fight has not gained traction. Okay, it has on social media platforms. Who else? We got Ajit and Big Bang Zhang. I mean, it's like so many fights, and I'm just surprised that they could not get on any of these cards, y'all. Like, that is surprising. Hopefully he can get on the Keyshawn Davis. That card still got some room. We got 3 already. Keyshawn, Xander Zayas, and Abdullah Mason. He can get on one of those. He can get on the undercard for that. You know what I'm saying? He can come back in February on that Keyshawn Davis undercard, but after that, hell, what? Then we got Muratalla. They're trying to put Muratalla in a title defense, or at least interim defense or mandatory. I just heard he can maybe fit in somewhere. I don't know. Y'all. I don't know. It's 4 or 5 big cards happening from January all the way to March, and Devin Haney is nowhere near those cards right now. Once he won a WBA, should he have not been removed from the WBO rankings as all other champions previously? Are you talking about for 147 or 154? Because from my understanding, he's the WBO interim. And because hold on, he fought, what's his name? He was elevated. So he became one of those belts. He became elevated to, if I'm not mistaken, Rob Walker. So he's, as far as the interim go, I get what you're saying. I need to look into that. That's a good question. That is a good question. I'm thinking about it now. He's the interim champion for the WBO at 154, but he holds the main belt, the WBA, at 154, while Jamal Charlo is champion in recess. Bud is exactly that one. Somebody lost their, who got demoted from the WBO? Who got demoted, y'all? Because that's how he was able to rise in there. I got to do some research on that. That's a good question. That's an excellent question. He got to fight white black man for slapping the ish. Okay. Thank you, Banks. Thank you, Banks, so much. I'm gonna ask that question. I forgot how he did that. I know he was elevated with that. It was so much that happened. Oh no, Jamel Charlo. He got stripped. They told him no, and he wrote the letter. This was in August. This was before his fight with Madrimov, if I'm not mistaken, which Madrimov does want that fight, Ronnie Bravo. They looking for that rematch with Bud Crawford. But his team is. But Jamel Charlo, remember, he wrote a letter to the sanctioning body looking to activate, get back into running, or maintain his belt or something like that. I got to go back in my notes and find that. And I think that's when they stripped him. I think that was the last belt to be stripped by Jamel Charlo. And that's how he was Bud Crawford was elevated, but how in the hell he's an interim and he's a belt hold? Has that ever happened before? Chat, tell me. Because I never used to pay attention like that to sanctioning bodies and belt. You know what I'm saying? All of that. I only got into that for the past maybe like about 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Following the sanctioning bodies and looking at belts and everything. So from a historical perspective, have y'all ever seen a champion be an interim in one sanctioning body and the full champion in the other?
Yeah.
Who?
Muriel. He was the champion in WBA, and I think he was an interim. No. No, I haven't seen that. No, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, Ronnie, I think he gets him this time. I thought he won the match. I think it was a close fight with Madrimov, though. The question posed, Upper, was how is Bud still in the WBO rankings? Once he won the WBA, should he not have been removed from the WBO rankings?
He's supposed to be removed from all rankings.
But he's, yeah.
But the WBO and Bud have a special relationship. They done had this relationship for all these years. So the WBO makes special things for Bud. Just like they forced Bud into a unification match. Like, I thought that sanctioning bodies can't force a unification, but they was doing it. They forced the unification, and I said that ain't even right. But when you got the juice, you got people behind you, I guess you can get it done.
He said Charlo versus Plant needs to happen. Absolutely. They're lining that up too. Don't worry.
That has to happen right there. Like, you just can't slap me and shit just...
I'm just trying to figure out. That is a very good question, Robach. I never even thought about it that way. He is the WBO interim and the WBA champion. And I know Jermell was trying to get that to, trying to get his lick in and trying to fight back in August, but they shut him down. I think it was the WBO that told Charlo no. I got to do some digging on that. That's a really good question. Thank you for that, Rod. I don't know how he was able to do that, because I can't think of a champion that was an interim and another champion in a separate. That's a good question. So is Shakur Jack and Tank's look now? First it was Dev, and now Kerr trying to look like Tank. He is, Andy. I haven't seen Shakur. Shakur been getting it in. He said that he's been putting hands and feet on people and sparring. So I don't know. I have no idea. I'm glad to announce, though, that I haven't seen any other Kid Austin Sr. Interviews as of late. I'm so happy about that. I'm so happy that they are focused. But Kid Austin Sr. did say that he is bringing in different help, different coaches and everything for this fight. And that it was a surprise and for everybody to stay tuned. I'm like, look, if I see Guzman or Freddie Roach walking in that ring, I'm so done. I'm cussing Kid Austin Sr. out, all the way out. Like, bring in Ronnie Shields or something. You know what I'm saying? Bring in somebody. Roy Jones was interim WBC champ at the same time he was full champ when he fought McCallum. Okay. Well, we got one. But was it the WBC and the was he the WBO champ at that time? No. I want to keep it at least consistent.
But what's crazy?
I mean the WBA. I don't know.
Well, I remember Roy Jones had 5 fucking belts, though. Roy Jones had the IBO, the WBA, the WBO. Like, Roy had 5 belts at one time. He had 5 belts at one time. But the WBO, they've been moving funny.
Oh, it was the IBF? Okay. I gotta see. Well, thank you for the example. I gotta do some digging into that, because I totally forgot about that he is. And if Errol wins this fight, I think they changed. I think it's either if Errol wins this fight or as soon as Fundora step in the ring or whatever the case may be, Bud will be elevated to WBO full champion.
They said if Fundora wins, he still stay champ. But if Earl wins, then Bud will get elevated. But we knew that WBO wasn't fucking with the PBC anyway when they took the belt from Charlo. Like, we already knew that. Like, he took it from Charlo.
So that's why I said Bud is getting an alley-oop. Like, this fight that's coming up next year, Bud is going to be pretty much a lineal champion. He's going to have the WBA and the WBO. He's going to be the belt holder, whereas Spence, if he wins, he'll be the, WBA or WBC?
He'll be WBC.
WBC. And then we still got to figure out who Bakram is going to fight. And Bakram is ready to go. Because he's IBF. No, I did not, but I'm not surprised, Andy Gill, because, but they got to stop disrespecting that man. I got to check. No, don't let it go. Like, leave Kid Austin Sr. alone, y'all. Leave Kid Austin Sr. alone. This is going to be interesting, though. I got to see how this, do the research. It has something to do with Jermell Charlo. I do know that. Because Jermell threw his last lick that he could to get back in the talks, and now he's just a champion of recess under one belt. So, but he's making his return also in 2025. Y'all be looking out for that. Him and Jamal, they like, look, we didn't let these headlines talk enough for us. We need to get back out there and start to change the narrative, and I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I can't wait to see the return of the Charlo brothers, and hopefully we get one of the fights I've always wanted to see happen, which was Bud Crawford versus Jermell Charlo. I've always wanted that fight. Always.
Hey,
but
Keith.
Yeah.
Do you know that Roy Jones had the WBA Super, the WBC, the IBF, the IBO, and the WBF Federation, and the IBA Light Heavyweight Championship? He had 6 belts at one time.
Has that ever been done before? No, but didn't Floyd? How many belts did Floyd hold at one time?
5. He had 2 in one division and 3 in another division. But nobody's had more belts than Roy Jones at one time. He had the WBA Super, the WBC, the IBF, the IBO, the WBF Federation, and the IBA Light Heavyweight titles. He won the last 2 when he was fighting Julio Cesar Gonzalez in July the 2001. That's 6 fucking belts coming out the ring.
I know that's right.
Matter of fact, when he fought Glenn Kelly and knocked out Glenn Kelly, my bad, then he got the ring heavyweight title. So he had the WBA, the WBC, the IBO, the IBF, the WBF, the IBA, and the ring magazine. Damn, that nigga had 7 belts, Steve. Damn. February of 2002.
I know that's right, Roy. I didn't even know he had all them belts at once.
That's crazy.
I knew that Floyd did it because he has that infamous picture, that I remember seeing that picture years ago. So does T.O. take the Hitchens fight since Boots turned him down? That would be suicide for T.O.
Hitchens beat the shit out of T.O.
They sparred too many times. Africa knows T.O. a lot. That's an excellent fight, Andy Gill. I got Africa in that fight though, but I don't know if that's a good comeback fight for him. I wonder if T.O. got some. I don't even want to hear T.O. name right now because T.O. turned down my boy Marquand Williams, so I don't even want to hear T.O. I don't want to hear from him. Damn it. He was trying to fight Alfredo Santiago, and Santiago just knocked out somebody. So it's a good thing that he turned down Alfredo Santiago. He turned down Brian Norman Jr. He turned down everybody. Like, he be irritating me.
Who did?
T.O. He turned down all those fighters.
Man, T.O. just be bullshitting, dog, for real.
He turned down, I think... It's another one that he had turned down. This was all with the Brian Norman. That's how I knew that Brian Norman Jr. fight was capped. Because T.O. had about 3 or 4 people that he could have fought. and he decided to fight none, and then decided to sue. He decided to sue. No, this was after Claggett, and then he decided to sue Top Rank and say that Top Rank ain't giving him no fights. You just turned down like 3-4 fighters, bro. Like, what are you doing? What are we doing here? In the words of Jadakiss, what are we doing?
Well, best friend, you got anything else for the day?
No.
All right. I'd like to say shout out to everybody for coming through. Peace and blessings. Y'all make sure y'all check out Just Do. Cutting into his time a little bit. It's 5 o'clock. But peace and bless to all. And best friend, you did it again. Great show. I got to get ready to daggone. I'm going to check this doctor out before they close, get my prescription. But yeah, shout out to everybody that supported. Shout out to everybody. I will be on in the morning time. I think either 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. I don't know exactly which time. It'll be one of the two. But I'll be on my other show tomorrow. Shout out to everybody. Peace and blessings. And I'm out. I'll holler at you in a little bit, best friend.
All right. Thank you guys for joining us on this beautiful Monday. It's been a crazy freaking week news of boxing. Of course, I'm going to keep my eye on a few things and find out that question for Rod Walker, because that's a really good question. I never even thought about it that way, but that's why I say we have the best chat in all of boxing. Anytime I have questions or I get something wrong, they correct me, and I have no problem saying the chat is undefeated, and I stand in y'all correction. So I thank you guys so much. The heavy hitters were definitely in the building, from Rod Walker to Big Block, All Things. Phenomenal was here. Marquis was here. Just all my boys, Bank, Supreme Cam. It's always good seeing you guys every day, chopping it up with us, even if we don't agree. Big Dog Willie was on a rampage. I don't know what happened. It was always good to see Brock Howard, Mr. Altruistic. EB sweat a lot. I had no idea that you'd be in a cut, King. Salute to you. It's always good to see you. B-Dog was here. Just all my heavy hitters. Thank you to the Anger Management Podcast group, especially Big Supreme them. Y'all be coming in, slogan. Y'all be cussing everybody out. And I thank y'all. The Queens was heavy in here, from Ashley's Corner of the beautiful Arena and Marshawn West. Thank you guys so much. I truly appreciate y'all for coming in here, Queens. Tomorrow we will be breaking down all of the fights that's going to be occurring Saturday, because it's a big fight weekend. I got a couple of upsets that I'm looking at that could be possible upsets. Of course, we're going to be looking at the bets and everything. And I'm going to keep my eye out on these injuries, because our list has ballooned to about 10 fighters, chat, of injuries. All these boxers are just getting injured out of no freaking where. This is crazy. Also, if you're in Madison Square Garden, no, excuse me, I think that already happened. J. Cole had a concert last night where he had tickets available for $1. I forgot to bring that up. So shout out to J. Cole for that. And shout out to Chris Brown. He did a show in South Africa, had 90,000 people. It was a stadium, back-to-back nights. That's 180,000 people. So every time they have tried to come after Chris Brown and shoot him down, man, the fans continue to show up. That's just proof that social media means nothing. Means absolutely nothing, man. This man had a freaking stadium come out for him, just like they did in California. They shut California down for Chris Brown some months ago. But shout out to Chris Brown. Thank you guys so much. And as always, I am.
They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. Raw Molly got me all up in demon mode. Mouth moving like I done put clean in my nose. Trying to catch me up, I can leave with some hoes. He standing straight up, watch I make him lean with this pole. Would've thought he was closed, how that heat made him fold. Thought it was a game, he won't think no more. His brain's gone, nigga. It be exciting when I get to striking. Guns sound like thunder, hit you like lightning. Fight for your life, we don't do no fighting. We really hit it, nigga. We worse than savage, they calling us Vikings. Police be riding call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really tripping, leaving nigga bleeding. I get the squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really tripping, leaving nigga bleeding. I get the squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. How about I leave them holding like the Bible? AR-15, that's a high-power rifle. A in the army and assassinate rivals. Break that shit down, nigga. AK or anybody kill. Hop out, get the drilling and spilling. Stay on .62, gon' split 'em. FN, that's for any fuck nigga. You a plug, then I'm pulling up, nigga. You my lunch, eat these bullets for dinner. 5.0, eat 'em up, eat 'em up. SK, smoke killer for show. Drum rounds and cripple ops, Draco. I got them all, you don't want no. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really tripping, leaving nigga bleeding. I get this pussy, leaving nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really tripping, leaving nigga bleeding. I get the squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding.
Y'all know what the fuck going on around here, nigga. Y'all nigga keep talking about you want smoke.